How was your breakfast? The breakfast that you had today is a favorite breakfast of Brahmarshi Patriji. So that's something that even I started enjoying. It's called Ugani Bhaji, if anyone don't know that. So that's something that even I started enjoying once I tasted in Pyramid Valley. So hope everyone have collected their PYMA gifts. Can you show it? Everyone? How is it? Can't hear you. Awesome. So now let's do something interesting to begin with. Anyone here who has stage fear? Can you raise your hand? Stage fear. Stage fear. Okay. So if you have given a mic all of a sudden and asked to introduce yourself, what would you do? Would you give it a try? Would you give it a try? Sorry? English. Come over. Yeah, come. Get up. So let us hear to his experience. So we are here to overcome our fears as well, right? That's what our Guru Brahmarshi Pitama Patriji has taught us. Become fearless. Your good name? Okay, introduce yourself and share your experience. Like how was this entire event last 2 days? How was your experience? Over to you.
First of all, thank you so much, sir, for giving this wonderful opportunity to me to share my experience in PSSM to all my friends. Hello, everyone. Myself, Manjunath. I'm from Tumkuru, Karnataka. And I'm new to this place, and I get to know about this place from some of my friend forwarded some link to my my WhatsApp. As sir told, as I participated so many stage events in my college, but due to a long gap, even it started stage fear. That's all of you seen in my body position, whatever. My experience is, it was so wonderful, especially when we get to meet up with different kinds of people all across the country is a wonderful opportunity. I think everyone make the best use of this facility and the what Patriji and all they are given. It's a wonderful opportunity to learn ourselves, and more than to we know what we are, and to get to involve the things and explore us. More than exploring nature, more than exploring meditation, yes, meditation is always like exploring within, to look within self, right? Yeah, this is all my experiences, and I need to tell so many words, but I didn't get the words to what I express my words, or express my feelings towards it. It's a quite good ambience. First of all, I impressed by the nature and atmosphere here. Yeah, this is all my experience. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Big round of applause for Manjunath. He said he has a stage fear. He spoke so well. Thank you. Yeah, you can come over now. Yes, come on. So, I was also a person who had a stage fear. As I had expressed the other day, I was someone who was scared even to enter a dark room, right? So now I'm speaking here, hosting this event because of meditation. Big round of applause for meditation, guys. You can introduce yourself and share your experience, okay?
Hello everyone, myself Vaibhav. So I have come to Bangalore around 10 months back. So I have been starting working as a software engineer at TCS. So yeah, about PYMA, I got to know about PYMA from my friend Vishnu. He introduced to me about this thing where you can practice meditation. For the first time, I went to the youth event in JP Nagar near Ragiguda temple. So yeah, that was my first time, and coming to this pyramid is a wonderful experience for me as well. I have come here for the first time, and it is very peaceful. Even the atmosphere nearby, I have visited. I just want to see all the places. So this morning I could not attend the meditations and because I overslept, and after that I could explore all the places nearby, which is very peaceful and quite good. Even I went to the Goshala, and there is a farm out behind. Everything was very good. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Vaibhav. Big round of applause for Vaibhav. So, we also have an amazing event coming up in USA. So, let us have a AV regarding the US Mega Meditation Summit event.
Hi everyone, this is Peripatri from the Pyramid House, Orange County, California. I'm here to invite you to join us at the Mega Meditation Summit 2025, the third edition. This is going to be a grand celebration of spiritual science, oneness, and inclusivity and diversity. There are going to be mass meditations with live music, wisdom sharings with spiritual masters, high-vibe plant-based food to raise our energies, consciousness, and a networking community building with conscious souls from around the world. We are also going to have vendors who are going to be presenting conscious information, and kids are going to be also having their own activities on all the 3 days. So join us at Los Angeles on August 30th, 31st and September 1st for a grand celebration. So join in. If you want to learn more details, look in the description to get the registration link. Thank you.
So let us give a big round of applause for Mega Meditation Summit in Los Angeles. If you have any friends in USA, do share the information so that they also have such wonderful experience there. Okay? Cool. So anyone else would like to share your experience? Apart from those two, no one raised the hand when asked who has stage fear. Right? Come forward and share your experience. Yeah, you are looking back. Yes. So, I've seen you attending many events. I think you have attended the previous Awakening Youth event as well. So, you are the pro in attending the event and practicing meditation. So, please come on the stage and share your wonderful experience. Let us give a big round of applause for our dear friend. Big round of applause. Come on, let us motivate, encourage our dear friends to share their experience, and let's listen to them. Your name and yeah.
Hi everybody, I am Sushma and I live in Bangalore, but originally from Bijapur. PYMA, this is my second time that I'm attending. First time was very vague. I didn't know anything about meditation. So I just came here just for the sake of being with my friends for 3 days. That's it. But guess what? This place, made me come back here. And I'm sure that it will, do the same in next, maybe, I don't know how many years, maybe lifetime, I don't know. But yeah, one thing that I've learned here, one thing that I've realized here is the things that you're finding, externally, or whatever you are looking for, like let's say containment, or maybe external validation, or anything that it might be. Trust me, it is within you. It is within you, and that is what I take home today as my biggest learning from here. And yeah, I think I have pretty much, this is what I have to say today. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Shushma. Big round of applause for Shushma. And I also want Shushma's friend to come and share her experience. Because she has come here in 2023 with her friend. And I want to listen her transformation from 2023 to 2025. In 2023, we had done an event called Awakening Youth Fest in Kabir Bhavan. That was a small scale event, but that small scale event led to this mega event, right? So anything starts with a single step that we take. Patri sir always used to say, you just take one step. Nature will take care of everything that's required. So that's how we have grown to this massive PYMA Awakening Youth Fest event, my dear friends. Yes.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Kirtana and I was introduced to meditation by my friend, my very good friend Nivedita, who is also a PYMA master, and she's been into meditation from over a decade. So as Sir said, I had attended the 2023 Awakening Youth Fest, which was a very intimate, small-scale event, but it did not feel small-scale for us. It was a huge thing. And then when I came here, I'm a Gauda. I was born to a hardcore non-vegetarian family. And when I attended the fest, what I took away from that is ahimsa. And animals are not food. They are living beings. They have a soul. And nobody gives us the right to kill them and eat them. From birth, I had thought that they're just food. I was brought up like that. That was the thing I had told. It's food, you have to eat, it's a part of life. But then when I came here, I attended multiple sessions on plant-based living, vegetarianism, and veganism. It inspired me so much that I converted to vegetarian. And from the past 2 years, I've been living on plant-based food. So that's the major change that I've done in my life. And from 2 years, I'm practicing meditation. But after I went back from the event, eventually it phased out. You know, I used to meditate every day for 2 hours, and then it kept on reducing. And now I'm here to gain back the phase and gain back that meditation thing. And yesterday, when we meditated at Tapasthali, it was a whole different kind of experience for me. And for some reason, as soon as I stopped meditating, I just cried. I cried and cried and cried, and I don't know why. I'm not even sad. I'm happy in my life. But I just cried. That emotions which had filled up in my heart, it just came out, and it felt amazing. The music and every sessions that I've attended here, I'm really, really thankful for the experience, and I hope to be part of PYMA forever. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. Great transformation. These are the stories that inspires us to do more and more such events. Don't you want your friends to come join us? Yes or no? I can't hear you guys. That's awesome. Okay? Yeah. Now let's begin with our panel discussion for today on conscious relationships. So we have our wonderful panelist and the host for this panel discussion, Yashwant, Bhaskar, Radhika, Akshaya. I request you all to please come on the stage. Let us all give a big round of applause, and we are going to have a very fun-filled, engaging conversation about conscious relationships. We all going to, maybe, I don't know, one or many relationships. It depends on our life pattern, life lessons. I believe that we are all here to learn from each other. So let's see how interesting and what their experience would be. Yeah, over to you, Yashwant.
Thank you. skip one.
Okay.
Somebody is missing. So I'm excited to begin with because these are my close people here, and so yeah, the entire topic, which is not here yet, is conscious relationships in the age of distraction. I love the phrase "the age of distraction" because in the previous generations we didn't have so many things outside. We had one thing to focus on, and we were able to get it done with. But here, every single thing is demanding our attention. Attention, like buying our attention, has become the business of the era. So, like, irrespective of what to say, whatever it is that, what to say, a dog, a marketer, a poster, your mobile phone, the spam caller, your Instagram ads, all of these are trying to grab our attention. So distraction has become a generalized quality. So it being at its peak, how conscious are we be able to in a relationship? Why is it important? And kind of the tips to be more conscious is what we are going to discuss about in this today. Okay, to begin with, so can I have one mic on this side? Yeah, sure. So to begin with, I'm going to start with a question. So whoever feels like answering to this question, feel free to grab the mic with your adjacent person and answer. Okay, so what is the need of a relationship?
Can you pardon?
What is the need of a relationship?
There is no need of a relationship. There is never no need of anything. It's like you're there, you feel that if the companionship really gives you something which fills your heart, which fills your soul, then you feel the need to be with that person, you be with that person. But there's no need of a relationship because the first thing that we should have with oneself. The first relation should be with self, and that everything follows.
We should not search for it outside when we don't
Yes.
have it with
Yes.
us. Very good. And I would also say, when we come to a relation, when we say this term relationship, we always take it as a romantic relationship.
Yes.
But it is not necessarily, right? A relationship could be with friends, family, and most importantly, with my own self.
Yes.
So, this being said, there is nothing like relationship is needed. This is something by which the world runs on. Humans being a social animal, relationship is something mandatory. So we need to improve whatever we have in already. So what are the things we need to keep in mind in a relationship?
I think, again, like Radhika said, relationship, Yashwant said that it does not need to be just like a romantic relationship or, it can be with your friends or anyone else. So the question is, can you just repeat again?
What are the things we need to keep in mind in a relationship?
Okay, what are the things? I think for me, I feel that basic three things is understanding, to be able to understand the person and where he's coming from or where he or she is coming from. Number two, respecting the other person as to however they are and trying to accept however they are. Respect. The second one is understanding and trusting the person however they need to be or in whatever stream of work they are. According to me, these are the three things which we need to take care of.
Those are three core qualities required for a relationship. Agreed. Anyone wants to add more?
So apart from that, I think not interfering with the person's attitude. Sometimes we tend to change them. We have some set of expectation that the person should be doing this or behaving like this, but it is just our expectation. Everybody have their own nationality, so we should know our borders, like where to exceed and how to stay within the limit. Even that is important, is what I feel.
Very much agreed. So overall, what I see is there are two entities involved, irrespective of with whom the relationship is, irrespective of even it is with ourselves. There should be a person who's acting and there should be a person who's observing. Two entities involved. So once we observe, we get to know what we are expecting, or are we able to understand and accept that person. So not just putting out what we try to express, we also need to be an observing character here, which will help us enhance whatever we are doing on a daily basis. Okay. So the point was about what are the things needed in a relationship. Is that, if I have the qualities mentioned, that's good enough? Is there anything that needs to be there? Okay. So I'm going to say, in a relationship, it is really important that we bond, and to bond, these qualities are required. But once we bond, there comes a different side of us outside. In the beginning of a relationship, considering a romantic relationship in this discussion right now, in the beginning of a relationship, it is always like flowers and gardens and stars and butterflies for many, like at least for a couple of weeks. Okay. And then we get into the phase where we become, okay, at least for a couple of weeks, I meant. Guys, I miss a mic. Can somebody arrange, please? So, once this stage passes, things start becoming real. Okay. So, rather than from the place where we start giving them special attention, special, energy, special making time, all these special things are gone and things start getting real. We start becoming friends with them. We get comfortable showing our good and bad sides with them. And even more, when we become a lot more comfortable, we show the worst side of ourselves with them. Agreed? So what do we need to remember once we start getting comfortable with the person, and the way we should treat a person, including ourselves? What are the things we need to keep in mind once we get comfortable with a person?
It's a relationship, as you mentioned, in different case scenarios, let it be with friends or family or spouse. For this, I would like to come to an example. Let it be with my car as well. The moment I bought my car, when I hold that key and I took a photograph, the way I take care of it, there is no scratches, it's all good, new, is different. Probably after some days, or after my 3 services, the way I look at it is, it's okay. Let me wash my car after a week.
I'm lazy now, I'm tired, later I'll do it.
So it happens in every case scenario. And we can also say, as we are speaking about the conscious relationships, when we see car as a object, it is an object. When I see it is with that consciousness, it is helping me to go to my destination. It is helping me to be with my family. It is helping me to be with my friends and travel and explore and lot more things. So everything I address is how it matters. And absolutely over time, it changes. And I guess both should be adaptable for that. It's not one side. So when we have that understanding, it's an easy game.
It's not always stars and butterflies. We should always be ready for the twists and turns as well. Agreed.
So I have 2 things here. One thing is, if we look into romantic relationships, I'm not married yet, I'm 25, but I have a mentor. He's my life coach and he also mentors me in my business. Once we were just discussing about this same topic. I discussed this with my parents also, and in a funny coincidence, they both gave a similar answer. That, for example, the thing that you just described, it's called honeymoon phase, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Funnily, even my dad and my mentor gave me a similar answer, saying that honeymoon phase will only end when you want to end it. If you
very much agreed.
If you know how to sustain it, you can.
But again, it's a lot of work, right?
Yeah, it is a lot of work. And that after saying that, they were like, it doesn't mean that it will stay the same forever. You know you should know how to like handle it with time. So that is what they gave me as an answer, and it is helping me kind of. And if I can remove the romantic relationships part, um, I think even with friends, school friends, now I'm 25. Many of my school friends are in their own life, growing in their own way.
Yeah.
But I can't look at it like a breakup, right? So yeah, even friends can
But
break up.
friends break up
Yeah,
hurt
even
lot
friends
more.
can break up. Even families can break up. But the thing is, not communicating because we moved on in our own life doesn't mean that they are away from our life.
Agreed.
So that is how I think primarily in friendships, unknowingly, we all keep up with our relationships. At least once in a few months, if we can spend quality time without our phones talking, ki bro, what happened in your life in the last 3 months? Tell me, I'm all yours now. Even that works. And one thing we both had this recently, right? Giving them a call even for 2 minutes and telling something like, I saw your recent,
Means a lot for them.
yeah, and then I saw your recent update and I'm proud of you. Just saying that simple thing can sustain any form of relationships, I feel.
Agreed, agreed. So, you want to add something? No. Can you? Yeah, we have here.
So the part where you said that we become friends later, my whole idea is why don't we become friends before? Why start something as that, if it is a romantic relationship, why you start with that romantic part? Why not start as friends? Because when you're friends, you see the ugly, you see the good, you see the happy, you see everything, right? So I think it's best to start as friends. And I think, again, the whole aspect of a relationship is seeing the person as is, accepting the person as is. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't work out, we don't have to keep grilling ourselves for the same thing and being sad and being in a grieving mode. I mean, this is not a punishment, right? Even with friendships, even with family. Of course, you really can't break up with your mom and dad in general. It's not very easy to do. But yeah, in a manner of saying, I think if something is not sitting right, it's not sitting right, and we need to move. I think that is where we begin to evolve as humans, as people, I think. So yeah, that's what I wanted to add it.
Breaking up with mom and dad is not there yet. Maybe eventually it will come into rise. So, on a spiritual aspect, okay, I want to talk about this particular place where we get real with a person. And on a spiritual aspect, what is the importance of this? I can actually think of so much to add on, but I want some of you to start. On a spiritual aspect, why is it important to become real? Real, like our original self. What to say? Like our personality is just made up of what we have been throughout our life, and that is our survival mechanism. Okay, so beyond our personality, for every single thing we do, there is a conscious intention, but there is also a subconscious or an unconscious, lesser conscious intention. So on a spiritual level, what is the importance of being comfortable, being accepted, being trusted by a person, and what is the advantage? I see there are so many advantages. So help me with some.
So when we speak at a spiritual level, we need to, okay, so the person has to be open. There are like layers of personality. We cannot understand all the layers, but at least the initial top layer we understand. But after getting to know that person, we understand the deep layers. Say, for example, the person is feeling very insecure. But as you go into that relationship for a time being, you will understand from where that root is coming from. So that is when you try to solve together.
An opportunity to work on ourselves.
Yes. So it's like we are healing together, we are growing together. That comes only when you think in the spiritual aspect.
I see it the same way as well. Like it is giving us literally a playground where we can practice and improvise ourselves. Like being trusted or having a comfortable spot with a person it is like, it allows us to see ourselves, take ourselves and see it as like, am I in a good shape? Is there something that needs fixes? Here a broken arm is, okay, I need to fix. That's literally how I see it.
Yeah,
Okay, our inner
mirroring.
child literally comes out in a relationship, which we, even ourselves are surprised. I have never seen this quality. I have experienced this. When being in a comfortable spot with a person, the sides of me which comes out, I am like, oh my God, is that even me? I would have never said that to anybody else. So that literally gives an opportunity, a playground for us to work on ourselves, to practice and become better.
I'd like to add one more point to that. Like you said, in a spiritual sense, what I also feel is that we are each second and every day constantly fine-tuning ourselves, and it is all a process of going with the flow. Every day, you know, taking step by step or baby steps. So in the end, you just need to keep going. Maybe you might not find the answer today. Maybe you can find the answer 2 years later or some 5 years later. But just keep going and trust your inner voice or your gut feeling.
That's really important.
And just keep going. Yeah, thank
And
you.
when we often say go with the flow, audible enough, guys, is the mic? Yeah, okay. When we often say going with the flow, we often mistake like, okay, I'm going to do whatever I keep doing. I'm not going to change. Okay, it is not just going with the flow. We need to listen to our inner voice. Like that is the important of consciousness here. When we go with the flow, what I feel is the subconscious behavioral patterns we have, which we are not even aware of, it keeps on repeating itself. Okay, there is, if we just keep saying, okay, this is flowing this way, I'm going to go. I'm not going to give a damn about it. I'm not going to change. This is flowing, I'm going to flow. If we keep on going like this, the opportunity which we have to work on ourselves won't be not necessarily utilized. So we need to go with the flow, but again be conscious. Like you said, we need to listen to our inner voice and be open first of all. Like, not everybody is born perfect. To be honest, nobody is perfect. Okay, so we need to accept that fact, and we need to remember that we also have some things to work on.
That's for sure. And how many of you would agree to the statement, fake it until you make it? So here, whom are we faking for? For others or for ourselves? And that's the answer. And what are we here for in the Youth Fest? You can just read out the tagline: reflect, recharge, and reinvent. So diagnosis is half treatment. When we reflect what we are, sometimes it might be our close friend, but we might not be in a situation to open up. What would she or he think about me?
Fear of judgment.
There is no one in this world that they can say 100% of me is known to my mother or father or spouse or my kids. 100% no.
Very true.
So we cannot express everything, or we have the fear of expression. The judgment comes into the picture. Or would they use that quality when I am low? And insecurity builds up. And that's what is meditation for. We reflect upon ourselves. We recharge ourselves with cosmic energy. And we reinvent ourselves. When we understand who we are, it is easy to be in relationship with anyone around us.
Very, very true.
But the central point is relationship with ourselves.
That's the core. And about the fear of judgment which you had mentioned, I often feel we tend to judge others because we have the fear of judgment because subconsciously we are judging others in some or the other way. So we are judging others in some or the other way, which is why we are having the fear of judgment with ourselves. When I observe myself, like, it has been one of my core principles, no comments, no judgments, since my very beginning. But again, I am somebody who has this thing, fear of being judged. Okay, so when I observe why is this happening, so like on a very, very, very subtle level, I also subconsciously or unconsciously tend to judge. Not intentionally, but it happens as naturally, which I should again work on. So fear of judgment, when we say, the reason why we have this is we have been judging. So we need to begin with not judging. Acceptance, as you had mentioned, is a real important core quality. All the time we get into relationship or in a relationship, all we have is expectations. We make up a list, okay, this guy, okay, he needs to be making this much money, he needs to be this much height, he needs to be, or when if it's for a guy, this girl needs to be fair, this girl should be rich, things like that. Okay, we come up with a list and we try to find a product, fit it in. It doesn't work that way at all. Whichever product you get in the market, the best kind, even if you get, it has its own flaws. That is the ground reality, guys. We need to agree to it. So, we eventually will have some place where we need to level up. Okay, so where we need to become real, where we need to work on ourselves. There are so many places in our very own self which we haven't accepted yet, which is being our limitation, guys. So whichever thing which you feel hard doing, it is because something on the inside is bothering you, or something that has happened earlier is subconsciously hindering you from doing it. So we need to accept ourselves in the first place. And once we learn to accept ourselves, we will be seeing ourselves in everybody else, literally. It was a cliche when people say when you become spiritual, we see us in everybody else. But honestly, when we dive deeper, when we see ourselves completely, some aspect or the other. I saw a random dog here. It was like being all funny, but when it sees other dogs, it is like, no, please don't harm me. It was all naughty all the time, but when it saw other people, okay, I'm like, okay, this dog is a little like me. So everything in the creation has something that resonates with us. And once we are able to accept all the sides of us, we'll be able to accept somebody else. So as long as we try to fit somebody in the cutout we have drawn, all we'll be facing is heartbreaks and pains. Okay. Now this being said, what is the importance of commitment in a relationship? I am somebody who is completely against commitment, because the way I see it, it is forced. Okay. It is forced on us, like what to say. I take this up, so irrespective of it is good or bad, I have to stick with you. And once this is said, our inner child gets more comfortable coming out. It will be like, I'll ruin you now. So we have to see the worst phases once we promise commitment. So irrespective of what type of relationship it is, what is the importance of commitments? What is the need of commitment in a relationship?
I want to ask you something. Are you committed to yourself first?
Very, very much.
Are you committed
Very
to yourself?
much.
So if you're committed to yourself, then what is the problem in committing to other person?
What is the
problem in committing to some other person? And this is a question to everyone today. If commitment is a fear, the first question is, are you committed enough to yourself? Because if you claim that you are committed to yourself, then where is that fear stemming from, that commitment is conditionally coming from someplace else?
So the commitment, we need to see the level of closeness we need to keep them. Staying committed, saying I'll be friend forever with you is different. Staying committed to my pet was hard. I got him when I was really enthusiastic about him, but now when I see a part of my freedom is being hindered, I'm not able to leave him anywhere and go. So there are challenges when we are into a commitment.
So does the fact that you are getting a challenge mean that you will run away from that situation? Because, see, understand this, when we're talking about commitment, we're not talking about committing to a person or a situation or a place or a thing. We are talking about committing to an intrinsic fact of being on this earth plane, and committing to self, that we are ready to be in these relationships because we chose all of it before we came here. Right?
Yes.
So can you say, so if you don't like your parents one day, would you run away from there? Or one day, if you don't like yourself, will you jump off the cliff and die?
That's not an option. Yeah.
So again, if that is not an option, why staying committed to another person or not staying committed to another person is an option?
That is because most of the times we commit for the expectations we have.
It's not just expectation. I think we need to intrinsically understand we are so fickle-minded that we want something more. Exactly. We are never satisfied with what we have.
Very true.
Never ever satisfied with what we have. You're not happy. I don't smile well. I don't look good. My hair are like this.
every moment, when you speak about judgment, every moment is so much judgment for self, you don't have time for the other person at all. It is, I am sorry, but it is it is not difficult to commit to a person, to a project, to a situation, to a job, to anything in life. It is all about choices and will. Yeah, as Akshi very beautifully said yesterday, the three C's. The three C's. I think one C is also commitment. Committing to what you believe. One day you feel, I don't want to meditate. One day you feel, I don't want to be a vegetarian. I will go eat animals. That is stupidity. That's what I feel. And that's my personal thing. Because again, cheating is a choice. And cheating, it is not in aspects of romantic relationship. Please understand this. Cheating in any way. I told, okay, today I will eat egg because I feel like being an vegetarian. Otherwise, I'm a vegetarian. That's a choice.
Promising myself I'll be on a strict diet from today, and the next day I see something heavy. Oh my God. Why don't I give today an exception? This is also cheating.
It is all about choices in the end. Bhaskar, would you like to add something to this?
So I'll extend to that. Commitment, I feel it is more about the value that we believe in rather than the other person or the object or the thing or the situation. So I loved how you brought the example of eating animals, because if I am committing to a belief system that ahimsa will be my core value, why can't I commit to it? So if I extend that same thing to a person, if I chose this person, why can't I commit to them? So to give my personal experience, I was scared of commitment.
I can feel you.
I was scared of commitment, but it led to, I'm 25 now. I've been into multiple failed relationships because we are Gen Zs. we are Gen Zs.
This guy is worthy enough to be a relationship coach.
We live in a world of situationships, not relationships anymore. So I've been there, but once I sat with myself and understood, I journaled and I got to see the patterns. Okay, I had these many failed relationships, so-called situationships. So what is the pattern? The pattern I saw for myself was, with every single person, it starts with a high note and goes for some time, and then
the spark is gone.
No, the spark is still there. And then I bring up a conversation of, are we doing this forever? Then the other person says, no, we are not. I can't promise. Then I get anxiety. I run away. So this has been the same pattern every single time. And I didn't know this. I didn't realize. So when I first time sat with myself, wrote this, then I connected the dots. Oh, this same pattern has been repeating every single time. That means this is a lesson that I need to learn. Universe is sending me this lesson every single time. It is putting me in this situation every single time because I need to learn something here. And again, I meditated, I journaled. I realized, I'm trying now, I realized that maybe it is not about asking for commitment or hoping for commitment. It is becoming a person worthy of being committed to.
Very true, very true.
If you are looking for commitment, that will scare you. Are you someone worthy enough for someone to commit to? Then you will attract the right person. So I'm right now working on that, and I'm on the journey. Yeah.
I'd like to add one more point to it. So as we speak about today's generation, we live in a generation of situationships and not relationships. I have also been through my own journey of failed relationships, not working out. But it's been 2 years that I'm married now to the right guy.
How does it feel now?
It feels amazing. But before that, I'd like to again share that the 3 things which I had mentioned in the beginning, we need to have the foundation clear. Like if both people are seeing, you know, the future together, or are you looking at the same goal? I think that is one thing which you need to see if it works out for both of you. If it is not, maybe it is not. But the three things are, again, respecting, understanding, and the trust which you have with the other person. And first and foremost, you need to have clarity what you need and what you don't need in that person, or, you know, going together or walking together in this entire journey of eternal friendship, of doing things together, and, you know, having goals in life that you want to achieve this or you want to achieve that in your career or anything. So I think the foundation should be similar, like the base. And yeah, I think for me the major thing was that, you know, the other partner needs to be plant-based. I should be able to comfortably eat sattvic and vegetarian food with the other person. So for me that was very important. So I think if one has the clarity in what you need, you can work on that, and you know, you can
But
achieve
again,
that. Yeah.
how do I get clarity on myself in the first place? How do I get clarity on myself? One has to be clear about their own self to be able to have a positive, successful relationship. And it is also very true, friendship should be the base, okay? And the other things are a bonus, but friendship should be the base. But only if I understand myself, only if I know what I want and what I don't want, I'll be able to communicate and get it. Okay, but how do I understand?
I think again it's being patient with yourself and going through that trial and error. I think so. So yeah, I think you come to a point to understand yourself that, you know what, this is it, and this is what I need, and this is what I don't need, and having that, you know, real feeling from inside that this is really working out. So when that happens to you, then I think there's something right going on in your life.
And for me, I would really say, to understand about myself, meditation helped a whole lot. Self-analysis happens when we first quiet ourselves down. We had to sit down and we need to talk to ourselves like a baby. Only then self-analysis happens. Do we like this? No, take this away. So our inner child comes out and we get comfortable. So every single time I'm put through something, I just observe myself. Are you comfortable? Are you okay? Like self-love, self-analysis are the core to understand ourselves. And once we do that, we'll be able to shower love to others.
How many of you have clicked your photograph in the selfie booth? 1, 2, very less.
Is that all, guys? The selfie booth down
Probably
there.
if you have clicked the photograph there, you would have noticed chaos to clarity. It is a journey. And we're not here for destination, we are enjoying the journey. So you're here for 3 days. Are you waiting for this 3 days for the end program of DJ? No. Of course we will enjoy the destination, but we are enjoying the journey as well. And at this moment, I would like to add another point where Patriji used to emphasize, when it comes to the principles, be hard like a rock. When it comes to the opinions, flow like a sand.
I've heard this. That has a lot of impact.
My partner is meditating, is a vegetarian, and also encouraging me to be in this spiritual field. Yes, so these are my principles. I'm solid rock on it. I cannot go to any other person that I have to kill myself or I have to undergo the situation and I have to live with this. No. When it comes to my principles, no is a no.
No compromises for the principles, yes.
Let it be my friends. When I go to an office, when they cut a cake, when they're offering it, I obviously ask, is this an eggless cake? If I ask, will they feel bad?
Even if it is my birthday, I wouldn't have any cake with a name.
Just because my friend is feeling bad, why should I put which is not right into myself? When I keep repeating that again, I will not go forward in the clarity. Instead, I am still in the chaos. That's what you all would have understood in the energy management, last evening's panel discussion. Maintaining that energy level matters. And in relationships, we are in that high and lows. Once we pat each other's back, that's where the solution is. Array, he's not right in a situation. Let me go and poke him. I'll see his colors. So, when you have such kind of intentions, or when you do it purposefully, obviously they will get hurt, through which we will also get hurt. Because whatever we give unto others will come back to us. That is universal law. Probably, if not in the same way, in some other time or in some other situation. That's for sure. The law of karma is so strong. And as you very much emphasized in the beginning, we are in this social world and we have to undergo everything. You're all here for this 3 days in this absolute beautiful heaven. How about tomorrow? The same whole home, the same whole office. Not highly spiritual vibe, but this ripple effect will be there. So what should we do? We have to work upon ourselves again to recharge ourselves. Same way as a relationship. When we are not right, take time, sit down, speak out, open up.
So very beautifully, as she explained so much, right, in like few words. This last thing that I want to do, because this commitment aspect is very, very close to me as a perspective, because I'm a very loyal person. And when I say loyal person, it's not just about relationships. I'm a very loyal person to myself, and I don't cheat if I commit to something. And I don't like people cheating. I was very young. It was class 2nd, and I cheated in maths paper. I actually cheated in the maths paper, and not because, and I was showing my paper to someone actually. And for me, that was wrong. Intrinsically, I couldn't sleep for 2-3 days. And that day I decided, okay, this is something that I don't want to do. And I stayed committed to that fact that I don't want to cheat. Okay, sometimes we can all be Krishnas, you know. For the higher good, okay, cheating happens, fine. But jokes apart, the thing is, are you ready to commit to yourself? If you can, for an hour, sit with yourself in a room without a diary, without a pen, without a book, without a phone, without TV, without any external simulation. If you can sit with yourself for an hour, as Bhaskar very beautifully said, you have to become worthy yourself. Because if you cannot commit to yourself, nobody else will commit to you. First, that commitment begins with self, I feel, and I think that is where we are lacking. The first situationship we are in is with ourselves. First thing happens, we run away from our own self. Some problem has happened, sleep it off. Some problem is happening, shove it under the rug. Some problem is happening, I will see it tomorrow. And that is where the whole situationship is happening within ourselves, with us only. So I think that is something we really need to see from within. That work has to start.
I also felt like saying, when she mentioned law of karma, I've been wanting to add this one. Like, when there is something destined for us to learn here, irrespective of which person it is going to be, we are still going to learn the same lesson as long as we are not committed to ourselves. That irrespective of the name, okay, irrespective of the personality, irrespective of the region, the commitment, the only commitment we are going to need is to ourselves. Okay, so we can change people, we can change situations, but again, if that was supposed to be our lesson, it will come to us in any form. So in this aspect, commitment is important. I agree, like, due to our own fears, due to our own, what to say, like the lack of the, not being able to trust. Okay, life has put us in a way where we are not able to trust. But at the same time, we also need to take a step ahead and we need to be able to work on ourselves. So only then, only when we trust that person, only when we are ready to work on ourselves, any relationship can be fruitful. Or else, you can keep changing how many ever you want. All you have to, every relationship, as you said, will follow one same pattern. I've seen a lot of people, change names, change cities, change countries. Lesson will still remain as long as you're ready to learn.
And one last thing I want to add is we all had one similar pattern again here. I was just noticing that we need to learn what to commit first to ourselves. And that just made me realize that it is scientifically proven also, in a single day we make some 70,000 decisions. Like right from the point of waking up to sleeping, we make some 50,000 decisions. And we have gone through multiple examinations also in our life, right? 10th, 12th, college, and some exams. And for everything we sit, write, we prepare. But we often miss out on writing an exam for ourselves, like asking the right questions to ourselves. Like what are the values that I want to stick to? What kind of a person that I want to become?
What is important to me?
What is important to me? And also somewhere like anti-vision. What will I never do?
Things I don't want in my life.
Things I don't want in my life. So when we sit with ourselves and give ourselves this exam, we will know better about ourselves, what we want and what we don't want. I mean, you can't go to Chennai if you climb on a train that goes to Delhi. You need to first write down that and decide that you need to go to Chennai.
Be clear first.
Yeah, making that decision for ourselves is the first step that can lead to bringing situations and people that align with that decision, I feel.
Okay, so the ground reality here is only when we are connected to ourselves, only when we analyze and only when we are clear about what we want and what we don't, we are licensed to take a step further. Or else we need to sit, wait, analyze, work on ourselves before that. Please.
So I think like we are circling back again to the same topic that unless we have a strong foundation, we cannot build anything upon it. So it's like we are committing to ourselves. We need to know like what is our principles, what is that we believe, because what we believe we see in others. So we should know like what is that we need. So it all again comes back to reflection. So this reflection happens only when we meditate. We get to know our thoughts, our beliefs, where it is rooting from. Why is that I need only this? Why not the other thing? So in that way, I think like meditation is helping us to gain more connectivity with ourselves as well as with other people.
Yes. So now that was my next question. Like, I want tips. Okay. All of us finally came back to the point. We need to connect with ourselves. For any relationship, this is the core. Relationship with ourselves is the core. Agreed, all of us? So, give us some tips. Meditation, okay, that is one tip. But again, in your own perspectives, what helped you in your lows? How were you able to connect with yourself when you were lost?
So I take a pause and then I try to understand where did I go wrong, why it didn't work, why did I behave in that way, why did I speak these kind of words. So that helps me understand like, okay, this is how it is, that is how it is. So it's kind of like a self-inner talk.
Analyzing the past situations helped you feel.
So if I, in a hot conversation, if I blurt out something, you may feel offended. But I try to suppress the feeling, not for a long time, but at least for a while. Take a pause, reflect, and then I generally have a went out session with my partner, at least a weekly once, so that we express all the hidden feelings, like that day you behaved like this, I didn't like it, the other person told this and you agreed upon it, but I am not aligned with you agreeing for that. Whatever it is, because once you suppress your feelings, it builds a distance between the person. So we are not traveling together. One person is stuck and the other person is going ahead. So that will not help in growing in the relationship. So I think like the transparency and giving space for the other person to vent out their feelings, whether it is right, wrong, whatever, they have to have the freedom to express their thoughts and feelings so that we can solve,
Giving a non-judgmental space
being
for them to
non-judgmental
comfortable.
and accepting the other person.
I'd like to add one point to it. Like the topic for today is conscious relationships in the age of distractions, right? So we all know what we're here for, to meditate. So that is number one, we all know. And the second thing, what I feel is that, you know, you would have heard of this, birds of a feather flock together. So I feel that it is so important to be around friends and people with whom you connect with and with whom you know, your goals are together. So I think that is very important, with whom you spend your time with. If you're not spending with the right kind of people, with the right kind of group or the right kind of energies, then maybe you will get distracted. So I think one very major important thing is to be around people who also encourage you and lift you up, and you're in the correct zone of environment. Yes.
To what Deepika said very beautifully, and to what even Akshi said, I would like to add in tips. And this is something very major, or maybe something, oh, how is she speaking like that? But we need to stop spiritualizing every freaking thing in our life. Oh, this has happened, no, because some karma might be wrong. This has happened because in past life, no, I must have done something. Please stop. That is idiocy, because we stop working. Correct. We stop working on ourselves. Yes, all of that is true. But what about practicality in the real time? Are you working on yourself? You need to get your feet dirty, your hand dirty when you're in a relationship. And let's talk about romantic relationship. Let's talk about friendships, because we are all youth here. Some people are already in great friendships, so some people are going to start their journey in their partnership with other people. Please understand this, that you need to work. No relationship, clap never happens with one hand in the air. It takes two hands to clap, right? So as long as the other person, and respect is so important for self and for the other person in any relationship, because if that respect and that love is not there, that compassion is not there, that kindness is not there, I think everything goes to a fail. So I think that deep work is required at all times, and it is the main aspect of being in this human form and working in that aspect. That's what I wanted to add.
The feeling of being loud is really important. When I was analyzing myself, where I was going wrong, what was the mistakes I was making, I was just like, I just wanted some entity to love me. I just wanted to know that I was worthy of love. That is predominantly why most of us take up a step in any relationship, right? So, but eventually, when I went through this process, I felt like the mere reason, the very reason of your existence is worthy enough to say that you're worthy of love. Your existence is just enough to say you're worthy of love. And that love has to come from yourself first. If it doesn't flow from you, it won't flow through you. It's as simple as that. So, often we find the wrong places when we are trying to please people, okay? I would feel better if this person gave some love to me. Little love from this person. I feel great. That's because we are lacking it from the inside. Self-love is the core.
And another point is, along with self-love, self-observation. How many of you watch Big Boss? Let's be frank. Very less. Yes. So when we are put up in an environment with lot of cameras, how are our true colors? How are the true characters? Again, why are we trying to please others, and why are we expecting something from others? Because we have a rule book here. It would be good that someone pets me. And please take it as a self-observation that we ourselves are our CC camera. How it would happen is when we jump out and see it from the witness consciousness. Because we don't judge from the other's perspective. We see it from our eyes. That self-observation and witness consciousness can be easily developed with regular practice of meditation. And much easier thing is, when we understand all this is a drama. It's all a drama. When we understand this one core statement, wow, khatam ho gaya.
Problem is with taking things very seriously. You should enjoy it while you're doing it. Only then you will be able to be your original self. Carry on.
So once my purpose is over here after this panel discussion, will I just get out of the stage? Similar way is our life. We have different phases of life. In different phases of life, we come across with different people, come across with different situation, and we are just here for the bag of experiences, which is not a nice experience. Whether you like it or not, it is an experience. When it is good or bad, it is an experience. So we are here with bag of experiences, and once everything is over, the drama will change. A new life, a new situation, a new partner, whatever it is. Again, coming back to the panel discussion of first day, it is okay not to be okay.
Very, very true. So the actual problem begins here when we start judging an experience. We should stop judging an experience. If it is a good experience, is it a pleasant experience? Is it an unpleasant? Is it a bad experience? We should initially stop judging an experience and see experience as an experience. Only then we'll be able to embrace every single experience and then come to the actual point. What is it trying to teach me? The very same pattern is repeating all along. So there must be something I need to observe and something I need to learn from this. What is it trying to teach me? This not judging to the core, even for an experience, is really important. Okay. So I'm really happy I got to share the stage and share so many points with all these people. So again, reintroducing the panel to you. Here we have Amulya, who helped us with all the beautiful music. I'm sorry. Akshaya Murali, who helped us with all beautiful music. And
see, the relationship, she doesn't feel bad that if she's addressed as Amulya.
it doesn't matter. Who helped us with all beautiful music. Again, did you guys enjoy the music last night from her? Can I hear some noise? And again, we have Radhika here, who helped us with beautiful sound bath. Okay, and here she is here to share her beautiful opinions. Again, we have Shalini Buddha, our core support, and this is me, Yashwant, and we have Deepika here and Bhaskar. Thank you for being a beautiful audience, and thank you for sharing all the points. Thank you so much.
Can we clap for them, please? They gave many insights about relationships, about real relationships, how to go deep within, self-observation, self-love. We got so many perspectives. It's all about understanding perspectives, my dear friends. It's not just our perspective. Understanding each and every person's perspectives through their eyes. Understanding life through their eyes. That's how we learn a lot. If we have a similar problem, how did these wonderful masters overcome that problem? We learn from their experience sharing. That is why we have included the panel discussions over here, so that we can learn from every person. And Patriji always says that we have to learn from every person, whether it be a child, an infant, or somebody from the womb also. So we have to learn from every person, whatever may be the age. So let us all keep learning, irrespective of the age, irrespective of the gender, irrespective of anything else. Let's keep learning. Thank you so much. So my dear friends, we are now waiting for the most awaited session of the event. I would like to invite my dear brother, Shreyans Dagaji, onto the stage. A big round of applause for him, please. For those of you who are seeing him for the first time, let me introduce him for you. Shreyans Dagaji. Our next speaker is a spiritual teacher and transformation coach who blends meditation, neuroscience, breath work, and quantum physics to help people transform from within. He is the chairman of Pyramid Valley International, where we are right now, yeah, and founder of the Shreyans Daga Foundation. A member of Entrepreneurs Organization and Young Presidents Organization, he bridges material success with spiritual growth, having shared stages with visionaries like Deepak Chopra, Bruce Lipton, and many more. So, I welcome my dearest brother, my brother over here, Shreyans Dagaji. I've been waiting to listen to him. I'm even dying for you guys to listen to him. He is a treasure of wisdom, abundance, and lots of, guidance that we can. He's our mentor, our guide, our friend, our brother. So thank you so much, Shreyans, for coming here and taking the opportunity for coming.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, and it's my pleasure to be here. Especially it's good to be with people of your own age, right? At least I'm optimistic. Maybe we can start with some music. Can play. Can all get up? Let's dance.
You're glowing. You color and fracture the light. You can't help but shine. And I know that you carry the world on your back. But look at you tonight. The lights, your face, your eyes, exploding like fireworks in the sky. Set fire on your body while you're pushing on me. Want you in the body, I can do this all week. Come on and go to bed, we both sleep. I'ma kiss it, body, 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 pushing on me. Want you in the body, I can do this all week.
Bombay, and suddenly I get to know that my father passed away. He was 46, and it was a sudden death, and it was a huge trauma, shock for the family, for me personally. And that was a time when, I was fully into that college life, partying, dating. Everything was about drinking. Everything was just how we all, during college, we lived, right? And when that I got to know, all of a sudden I felt like as if I'm burdened with responsibility. Now, what will happen to my mother? What will happen to my younger brother who is only 11 years younger to me? How will I take care? What will happen to our financial health? So all those things felt like I am burdened now with responsibility. And I was not able to cope up with that burden. I used to feel a lot of anxiety, a lot of insecurities. And parallelly, I was going through my own grief, feeling of loss of my father. And slowly, I slipped into depression. From a casual drinker, I became a compulsive drinker. Because that became my coping mechanism to numb my pain, my grief. When I drink in the night, in the evening, then I feel good. I feel it's a little relief for some time. But by next day morning, that emptiness will still again come back. And by the evening, I'll still look forward, when can I get to drink? So this became my normal routine. And after 2.5 years, I was detected of chest tuberculosis. And that was a time I really broke down. I realized that, no, I need some help. Otherwise, I am going to lose my life if I'm going to continue like this. So I was talking to my sister, and I was talking, can I get some counselor, anybody who can guide me now how to navigate path going ahead. And she told me that one spiritual teacher is coming to Bombay. I live in Bombay. She said he's coming to Bombay, and maybe I can request him to stay with you, and probably he can guide you. Of course, the spiritual teacher is none other than Brahmashi Patri sir. And Patri sir came to Bombay next day. I picked him up from the airport. He stayed with me. And he saw me taking medicines for the TB. So he asked me, what is this medicines for? And I gave all. And then with more questions, he was asking about. So I explained him my journey of last 2.5 years, what I'm going through emotionally, the pain I'm feeling inside, the emptiness which I feel inside, the insecurities, the anxieties. So he told me, by taking this medicine, your TB is not your curse, it's your blessing that has come to you. So that you're becoming aware of your emotional issues. And now that you have chosen to actually work on something, that's why I'm here today. He said, your TB is like a fire alarm. By taking medicine, you will shut the fire alarm. But the real fire, which is your grief, your anxiety, your insecurities, will still continue. So unless you heal that at the root cause, unless you heal there, the symptom, some other symptom will come up. Some other disease will come up. So he said, just shutting the fire alarm won't solve your problem. So but sir, I told him, sir, but I don't know any other way better. He said, that's why I'm here. He said, if you really want to heal, then do meditation. Meditation is the medication. And that was a time where I was very vulnerable, and I was open to anything. And when Pati sir told me I was very open to meditation, I was ready to take anybody, whoever guided, whatever, I was ready to be open to take anything or try anything. So first time I meditated with him, he said, let's meditate for 10 minutes. So I started playing flute and started guiding me, and same Anapanasati meditation I did with him. When I opened my eyes, it was almost 40 minutes. During the meditation, I was feeling a lot of energy. I had a chest TB, so I was feeling a lot of energy into my chest area. And when I opened my eyes, I felt so relaxed, so calm, so much at ease. That feeling I had forgotten in last 2.5 years. And that made me very curious, very intrigued about how does this work. I thought this is some Dadiwale Baba who bestowed some power on me, and that's why I'm feeling like this. But sir was very scientific. He said, no, meditation is a pure science. And I had many questions, and he kept answering me all these questions. And next day he was leaving, and again now I was feeling anxiety. Oh, if sir is going, now what will happen? I don't want, I wish he could stay longer and I can meditate with him every day and feel this feeling. The one I got after meditation, so relaxed, so peaceful. So I was a little nervous that now again he's going now. Again I'll go back to my old feelings. Then I told him, sir, you are going now. He said, don't worry. If you really want to heal yourself, give a commitment to, give me a commitment that you will meditate for 40 days every day. Like a Hanuman Chalisa. He said, 40 din ke liye, he said, Pavan Putra ban jao. Hanuman, Pavan Putra ban jao, be with your breath. And if you do that for 40 days diligently, if you meditate every day for 40 days, he said, whenever you get time, whenever you are free, just sit in meditation. And do it every day for 40 days, and you will heal yourself completely. And I gave him that commitment. But again, I was a little skeptic. I had again many questions. And I always had a very logical brain. So I asked him, but sir, how does this science work? How will it happen? How can TB, those germs go away all of a sudden like that? I mean, so he gave me 2 books. He said, read these 2 books. He gave me one book, Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And another book, he gave me The Elements of Visualization by Ursula Markham. He said, read these 2 books. In these 40 days, I want you to finish these 2 books while meditating every day. I said, okay, sir, I'll do that. So sir left. I started meditating every day. I started really enjoying, because the feeling during meditation, the feeling after meditation was so amazing, and I was wanting to always experience that feeling. Then I started reading these 2 books. When I read The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, first time I realized, oh, our subconscious mind is so powerful. Oh, we create our own reality. That was so empowering to me. Another book, when I read The Elements of Visualization, first time I realized that, oh, the power of our imagination, how we can create whatever we want in our life with the power of emotional visualization and emotionalization. How imaginal acts can become facts. How feeling a state can produce that state in our life. So, these concepts were very new to me, but very empowering. Because otherwise my family background was very religious. always believing in God outside of you, some outside power which will help you. So do puja, do mantra chanting. That was my, no, otherwise that is what I was, that was my upbringing. That was my learnings all through my life. So this is the first time I realized that, oh, I am powerful enough. I can create my reality. And today, whatever is my reality is actually my own creation, my own choice, which I made. So those concepts were new to me, but extremely empowering. And I started meditating every day. I used to meditate for 4, 5, sometimes 6 hours in a day in intervals, because I was enjoying it so much. But I was still, sometimes all of a sudden I used to feel a little skeptic about it. What if it will not work? What my TB will go worse? So one weekend, and my whole intention was, oh, how do I heal myself? So one weekend I did a Reiki course. Another weekend I did a pranic healing course. Next weekend I did a Silva method of mind control course. And my whole intention is, how do I heal myself? Because I didn't want to now leave anything to chance. When the doctor detected TB, he said, come after 1 month, you get your another X-ray, do this course, medicine course for 1 month, come back with your X-ray, and then I'll decide the next 8 months, the dose of your medicines. So I was due for my X-ray. I got my X-ray done after 1 month of when I was detected TB. So I got my X-ray done and went to the doctor. And the doctor was very surprised and shocked. He said, from the X-ray, your TB is completely gone. I don't see a single sign of TB in the X-ray, as if it was never there. And he said, this is the first time in my life I've seen a case like this, that in 1 month, a TB is completely gone. And that was a big revelation for me, and so empowering that, oh, I healed my TB. I didn't feel that, oh, I was so grateful to Patri sir, to meditation, that, he was just there with me for a day, and then, but he gave me a tool and a scientific understanding that I healed myself. That was so empowering. And I remember that when I was coming down the stairs from the doctor's clinic, there was tears of gratitude, of joy rushing my eyes, flowing from my eyes. And in that moment, I got an inspiration that in this lifetime, I want to work with Patri sir and help and do whatever I can to spread meditation to everybody. And that's how my spiritual journey truly started, from that day, where I was self-inspired. And not only did I heal my TB, I realized that I was emotionally in a much better space. I realized that in 1 month, actually, I realized that in last 10 days, I had not even touched alcohol, because I didn't even feel the need of drinking anymore. And that happened very spontaneously. My intention was only to heal myself of TB, but I was in a much better place emotionally. And that gave me that confidence that now, oh, I created this. I created my health. So I can create anything in my life. I was doing CA I was doing CA, so I had my CA exams after 3 months. And I was all through an average student. So I started again using that visualization techniques, meditation, and at the end of the meditation, I'll visualize that, oh, I have passed my exams. and I appeared for the exams twice before I postponed my appearance because I was not very confident. I thought I'll fail. And I was not actually in the emotional state. And that's why I was not able to concentrate, was not mentally prepared to appear for the exams. But this time, I had that confidence. Because of meditation, that inner confidence came. Visualization was really helping me. And then when I appeared for my exams, when the results came, I got 43rd rank in India, which was again a surprise to me. My family thought he must have definitely cheated because I was a very average student all through. So again, it works for my academics. 2 days later, I'm originally from Madhya Pradesh, Betul, small town in MP. So my uncle called me. He said, Shreyans, last 1 year, there's been, my family was into edible oil manufacturing business. He said, we have made a lot of losses in the factory. And now, there's no way we can revive the factory. So now we are shutting it forever. So I told my uncle that, okay, I'm going to give up my CA if required. Give me 3 months. Let me come back to Betul and let me see if I can revive the factory. I went back to Betul and when I asked my managers, and they said, we need minimum 2 crores. There's been no salary of the staff paid in the last 3 months. And we need minimum 2 crores to actually start the factory, to buy some raw material, pay some salary, and start running the factory. And I had never been into business ever. So I said, fine. In my meditation, again I started visualizing that 2 crores have come, staffs are salaries are paid, the staff is very motivated, and I'm getting a lot of, all the suppliers are supplying goods to me, the buyers, I have a lot of orders, and I started visualizing all those things. After 1 week, I went to meet a buyer in Delhi. I told him that I can sell my production for next 3 months. I get some discount. But the fact of the matter is, but today my factory is shut. And I need some advance against the order. Then only I can supply you the goods. That person said, young man, I like your honesty. I'll give you the advance. He opened his drawer, took out a checkbook, and exactly signed a check for 2 crores. In my mind, I was wondering, why didn't I visualize 5 crores? Marwadi, greedy guy. But again, that was again, it was a surprise to me that, oh my God, how universe works, how meditation, creative visualization really works in our life. And that helped me revive the business, and things just started getting better and better. Of course, business has its own challenges, own ups and downs, but more or less, I was on an upward trajectory. And anytime I had any challenges, I knew the tool, I know the wisdom, and I had the confidence that no, things can work out. Everything can change. Anything is possible. So this is how things change in my life. And so for me, I owe all my success in any endeavor of my life, whether it is health, wealth, relationships, everything to meditation. And I was always wanted to teach And what actually made me more curious after all these incidents, that what is the exact science? So 2002, I attended the workshop of Ramtha. Patri sir gave me this book, Ramtha, the White Book, which was very inspiring. And then I attended the workshop of Ramtha in Seattle, Yale, Washington, in US. And there I got, for a 10-day workshop, me and my wife, I said, for honeymoon, I want to do this workshop. So me and my wife, we both went for the workshop after our marriage. And then I got the exact science, the quantum physics, how the quantum physics works, how the law of attraction really works in the quantum field, how meditation is, and how neuroscience is connected, about brain waves, about chakras, about epigenetics. All these things became very clear to me. Through Patri sir, I met, of course, many masters also, like Dr. Newton Lakshmi, how past life regression, how life between life state, how all that really helps. And any doubt, I will come back to Patri sir, and he will exactly add exact clarity, and he will clear my doubt. That's how my journey started, while applying it all into my practical life. And I always wanted to become a spiritual teacher eventually, that once I achieve all these financial goals, I want to become a spiritual teacher. So in last 6 years, I actually started teaching, and that's how I'm here today. And it's been and when I started teaching, I felt, again, it's a new chapter of my life, where I was into agri-commodities trading, so I stopped trading and gave it all to teaching now. And I realized that this is giving me the highest fulfillment. And I'm so much learning while I'm sharing. So this is how I'm here today. So, so today's topic is conscious leadership and abundance. So maybe I would like to keep it more interactive, and maybe I'll probably go into the topic more through Q&A sessions. Is that okay? Yeah? So I feel leadership is more about leading your own ship. First starts from you own. It's not about others. It's first about how you lead yourself, right? And becoming aware of your own self. And even abundance is not what you want. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you are, right? Abundance is not something that we manifest. Abundance is something that we tune into. To tune into by changing your own vibration, your own frequency, right? And it's a pure science. Once we understand how the law of attraction works, once we understand how the science, how how the how law of attraction is dominating all our lives, whether we like it or don't like it, whether we want it or we don't want it, that's the law. Like law of gravity. Whether we believe in law of gravity or not, it governs our life. So same with law of attraction. And that's what the law of attraction says. What you think and what you feel is what we manifest in our life. How you think neurologically and how you feel emotionally that's how you broadcast an electromagnetic signature into the quantum field. And that's how you draw the event into your life. Our thoughts are electric and the feelings are magnetic. Our thoughts send the signal out, but it is the feelings which draw the event back into our life. So very important to feel what you're thinking. We've been told positive thinking, positive thinking, positive thinking. But so many times we are thinking positive, but we are feeling negative. We are thinking abundance, but we are feeling lack. We're thinking of a great relationship, but we are feeling hurt or angry or insecure. Because we can't help but feel. Because our body is conditioned to that feeling. See, initially it starts with when we were born, we were like a clean slate, right? But then slowly, the conditioning starts, right? From a mother, father, teacher, preacher, minister, friends, religion, nation, we start learning or imitating what they are telling, what they are doing, and the conditioning starts. And layers of conditioning, right? Our parents' belief systems becomes our belief systems. Our religion belief becomes our own belief, right? Then we go through life. As we start going through life, we go through life challenges. We go through some challenging moments, some adversities in our life, some contrasting situations. Maybe a broken relationship, we lost our relationship with our loved one. Maybe somebody died in the family. Maybe we're not getting a job or we lost our job. And whatever happens in our life, we memorize it emotionally, right? When we lost our job, we felt insecure, disappointed, upset, angry. Now, so the end product of that experience, the end product of any experience is an emotion, right? So we memorize these emotions. And where do we store these emotions? In our body. Our body is a memory bank of all these emotions. And we memorize and we store these emotions in our body. And now we see everything in our life from the lens of those emotions. Our emotions are nothing but the record of the past. Suppose you are a trader in a stock market and you lost a lot of money. Now next time somebody talks about stock market, you remember the same fear. How you have the memory of your loss. You feel, oh, people are there to cheat you. Now same thing, somebody else made a lot of money in stock market. Now that person will be very excited about stock market. So same situation, but we all see everything from the lens of our own past. We don't see things as they are. We see things as we are, right? And what happens is initially, with every thought, our body produces a corresponding chemical. You meet your loved ones, you're having your first time you're in a state of romance, you're having a romantic relationship. Every time you see that person, the body produces a chemical called oxytocin, right? The thought of that person and you feel, oh my God. Your body produces a chemical oxytocin and you feel love here. The body feels. According to the chemical you produce, your body feels. If you have applied for a job and you're not getting the job, you're stressed about not getting the right job. Now you produce a chemical called cortisol, right? Stress hormone. Now the moment you feel cortisol, now you're feeling anxiety. You're speculating the worst outcome. You're worrying. Right? So, with life situations, but what happens is, when you think the same thought over and over again, produces the same chemical over and over again, your body becomes addicted to those chemicals, addicted to those feelings. If you have been living your stressful life, you become addicted to the stress. So initially, now when you have become addicted to the stress, now if you become addicted to cortisols, now even if there is no stress in the environment, no stress in the situation around you, you will find some reason to be stressful. Because your body is craving for those cortisols. We all, at some level, we are all emotional addicts. Right? We judge people who are alcoholic or who are addicted to some substance. But actually, we are all living a life of addiction. We are all emotional addicts. Because as we have lived our life, we have become, over a period of time, we have become addicted to an emotion. Research shows that 95% of who we are by the age of 35 is a set of same memorized thoughts, behavior, actions, attitudes, belief systems that you have memorized so many times. And you have memorized so well that now your body knows better than your mind. Now you become a stress looking for a cause. If there's no stress in the environment, you will think about, oh, what happened 20 years back? Oh, that girl left me. My boyfriend ditched me, and life has never been the same again. Right? Now you blame that person. Right? So you find some reason to be stressed, whether you go into the past or seeing some stress in the present environment or speculating the worst future, worrying. Worry is a prayer for manifesting what you do not want. Oh, what worse can happen in my life, so that we draw stress from the future and feel stress. Now you are stressful and the brain gets the signal. Oh, you need cortisol. Then the brain finds a reason to produce cortisol and the body feels. Body feels the stress. Body feels, but the moment you get cortisol, actually you are in your comfort zone. Now it feels fine. We have become enlightened by the age of 35, we become enlightened victims. We are so happy being unhappy. And then people can change, person can change, place can change. But a new day can come. But we actually are living the same emotions. You break off with one relationship, you find another person. But you are addicted to an emotion. Then you create the same story there. You don't like one place, you move to another place, but you create the same environment there. You think today is a new day, oh, I'm going to be creative. But then, by the time the day starts, you check your Instagram, your mobile, your messages, your WhatsApps, and you are back into the past. Same traffic jam, same boss, and you go back to your past. So earlier, which started with the thoughts creating the emotion, thoughts creating the feeling, over a period of time, the equation has changed. Now the feelings are sponsoring the thoughts. Now we think equal to our emotions, because now we are addicted to an emotion. So we think equal to that emotion. We have been told that we have a free will. With our free will, we can create whatever we want in our life. But actually, in true sense, we have lost our free will to our program, to the program which we have been programmed since last 30 years, 35 years. We have lost our free will to that program. And whenever there is a fight between the free will and the program wins. Because I can't help but feel. If somebody is abusing me, I can't help but feel angry and upset. If somebody comes and bangs my car, I can't feel but I'm in a state of rage and angry. I can't help but feel. Our body becomes addicted to an emotion. Then we are living a life in an autopilot, in a default mode network. Even though we are living a life with open eyes, but actually we are sleepwalking through life. As if we are in a state of some hypnosis. Then you go to some psychologist, you go to some therapist, which is helpful. But again, you're trying to change your psychology through psychology, thoughts through thoughts. Ego, through a better persona. It takes long time. Meditation is a powerful tool to directly transform your emotions. Because we think equal to our emotions. You think differently when you are angry and upset, and you think differently when you are when you have slept well, when you're relaxed, you're in a state of joy and inspiration. You think very differently. So, what is important is how we transform our emotions, and that is where meditation is such a powerful tool to directly transform your emotions, to directly make you come back to your natural state. Feeling love, feeling joy, feeling wholeness is your natural state. What is unnatural is feeling angry, feeling upset. Those what we term as negative emotions or fear-based emotions, survival is natural to us. That is the conditioning. That is the conditioning that we have layered over a period of time through memorizing those emotions because of the life experiences. And we were innocent. We didn't know anything better. In our innocence to survive the life's offering, we just memorize these emotions. Sometimes we suppress these emotions, like a frozen memory. So meditation is a powerful tool to transcend those emotions, to transform those emotions, to release those emotions and come back to your natural state. When somebody asked Buddha, what have you gained through meditation? He said, nothing. But I have lost a lot. I have lost my anger, my greed, my frustration, my fear of death. But when I lost it all, I found everything. I became myself. I experienced my pure consciousness, which is pure love, pure joy, pure abundance, pure happiness, pure wholeness. And That's how meditation does. Meditation transforms something within. People wonder, oh, what do you do just sitting here and do nothing? But actually, there's something big happening. There's so much of emotional transformation happens. Right? And when things change inside you, things start changing around you. There are two ways to change the situation. One is to wait for the condition to change outside to change the emotion. Because everything that we live in our life is for an emotional payoff, right? Everything that we do in our life is for an emotional payoff. Oh, if I get this, then I'll be happy. And that is what one common thing that we're all chasing. 7.9 billion people on the planet. What is the common thing that we're all chasing? Can you say? Love. Money. But even money when you want for some emotional payoff, right? What is that emotional payoff that we're all chasing? Happiness, peace, love, right? So this is everything that we do in our life is behind that there's an emotional payoff that we are chasing actually. Right? Oh, if I get this car, oh, I'll be so happy. Eventually, and all of us have the same common emotional payoff that we're all chasing. But we've been hypnotized to believe that emotional payoff lies outside of us. Since beginning, we've been hypnotized to believe, oh, if you have so many friends, if you have so many views or likes on social media, or if you have a job like this, if you have a post like this, if you have a car like this, if you have a house like this, then you will be happy. And I'm not against the world of things. We are here not to despise the world of things, we are here to enjoy it. But the problem happens when we depend on happiness outside. Totally. So if the condition outside is good, then the emotion inside is good. If the condition outside is challenging, then you are feeling unhappy, insecure. So we can depend outside, we can depend ourselves on the condition outside to feel the emotion. That's what we live our life. Our emotion is dependent on the condition outside. But the reverse is also true. Living a quantum life is not, that is a Newtonian way of life. That is being obsessed by three-dimensional reality. Outside condition depends, so is our emotion inside. But if you really want to take the power back to yourself, if you really want to be a powerful creator, then the inverse is also true. There's another way also to create what you want in your life. Independent of the outside condition, if you can learn to change the emotion inside, the outside condition will change. Because this is how the law of attraction works. And that is the power we have as human beings. That's why we are called human beings. Human is about doing. But being is from what state of being are you doing what you're doing? So we have to learn to change our state of being. And then that is when we become a powerful creator or a powerful, that is when we become a powerful person, when we master to change our state of being. How do you change your state of being? By mastering your thoughts, by mastering your emotions. Because how you think and how you feel is how that becomes your vibration. And that is the vibration that you're offering to the universe. And the universe plays the match game. Oh, this is your vibration? Oh, you're feeling joyful, you're feeling happy. Oh, let me create more things in your life which will make you more joyful, more happy. Oh, you're feeling angry, you're feeling resentful, you're in a state of resistance. Oh, so let me create more things in your life which will make you feel more resistance to existence. So our power lies in the mastery of our thoughts and emotions. As Rumi said, yesterday I was clever, I wanted to change the world. But today I'm wise, so I'm changing myself. And if you guys are young, and I'm telling you from my own experience, that if you take the power back to yourself, rather than first trying to change the world, fix the puzzle outside, fix inside. Independent of the outside situation, if you can transform your emotions, outside situation will change. It's a law. And none of us is excluded. None of us is so special to be excluded from that phenomena. And that is what is taking the power back to yourself, exercising the free will. That's how meditation, creative visualization, breath work helps you to transform the emotions inside. See, when you're thinking, you're in an asking mode. Only when you're feeling, you're in a receiving mode. The reason why we are not able to manifest what we want in our life, because our thinking and feeling are in the opposite direction. You're thinking abundance, but we are feeling lack. So, so we have the power to change whatever we want in our life by changing ourselves. And if you can learn and apply it from an early stage, you will see the evidence of that coming into your life. If you are in this vibration, and if your current situation is at this vibration, you cannot help but uplift your vibration. If you are maintaining your vibration, the outside situation will change corresponding to your vibration. It's a law. But most of the time, what we do is, we are at this vibration, the outside situation is here, and all of a sudden the outside situation changes, becomes challenging, becomes adverse situation comes, and then we also lose our vibration. And then it's a vicious cycle. We are caught in this vicious cycle. The challenge is, or the mastery is to come out of this loop of low vibration. Once you learn how to be in a high vibration, you get that momentum. And with that momentum, things start changing outside of you. And once you become more evidence of that in your life, you start believing in yourself. You know you are a powerful creator. For me, the first evidence was healing my TB. It created that momentum. Then passing my CA inter exam, that created another momentum. So momentum is the key. The more you see the evidence of that changing in your life, the more your belief system starts changing. The more you started believing in law of attraction. That means believing in your own vibration. When I go through any challenging situations or any adverse situation, that is the time, and if I've lost my alignment with my inner being, that is the time I stop all the action. Normally what happens, any challenging situation, we are panicked. Or do this, do that to fix the situation. We're in a flight and fight mode. But that is the time to actually withdraw from the situation. Do meditation, observe your breath, sit in silence. That's what Patrisa taught us. That's what Buddha taught us. When you start observing your breath, when you become nobody, nothing, nowhere, no place, no time, when you drop your identity, when you drop your ego, your personality self, at that moment, when that happens, you drop all resistance to existence. Because your problem exists because of your thoughts. The moment you stop thinking, you end your problem. Because your problem is in relationship with the situation outside. And what identifies with the situation is your identity, your ego, your personality self. Oh, this is happening to me. But once there's no identity left, once you're thoughtless, the identity drops. When the identity drops, the attachment to the problem drops. Because there's no identity to get attached to. And when that drops, when the attachment drops, all the resistance which came because of that attachment drops. Because of the identification drops. And when that resistance drops, something beautiful happens. We connect to our pure consciousness, which is Satya Chit Anand, which is pure love, pure joy, pure happiness. We connect to the deep reservoir of happiness within us. Then we don't, and then when we taste that inner joy, inner happiness, inner peace, inner love, inner calmness, something changes inside us. Some belief system changes. It's a revelation. All my life I thought, oh, my happiness lies outside of us. I never knew this. Oh, but today I'm happy for no reason. I'm joyful for no reason. And that shifts your vibration. Now you think equal to that emotion. Now when you get up from meditation, now no matter what the problem was in your life, all of a sudden you get some clarity. You get some insights. You meet the right people at the right time. When you get up from meditation, you have a motivation. Motivation is a motive for action. Then efforts are not required. Efforts are inspired. Efforts are coming not from the state of desperation, but efforts are coming from the state of inspiration. Then you love what you're doing. Then you're enjoying what you're doing. Because now you're not doing because, oh, when I do this, then I'll become happy. Now the state has changed. You're already very, 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 very happy. And now whatever you're doing is doing for the fun of it, for the joy of it, for the excitement of it. For the fun of giving expression to your creativity. And the universe, which has been watching you with absolute precision, which matches your vibration with absolute precision, says, oh, this is your vibration. So let me bring people, places, things, time and events into your life which is corresponding to your vibration, your new vibration. And friends, if we apply this simple things, very simple scientific things into our life, anything is possible. Anything is possible. This is your feelings which give to your dreams. Anything what you can think about, anything that you can dream about, anything that you can imagine is possible if you can feel it. Imaginal acts become facts. Feeling a state produces that state. What you feel about is what you bring about in your life. So we can take some questions. So anybody has any questions, please raise your hands. Just say your name, where are you from, what you do, and you can ask. Any questions? Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Siva. I am from Rajahmundry, Andhra Pradesh. Currently, I am searching for a job. Previously, I worked as a physics lecturer.
Sorry?
Physics lecturer. I will teach physics for intermediate students.
Nice.
Again, I am going to get more big job in that field only.
Right.
Sir, my question is not related to this topic, but I want to ask you, I want to know your perception on that question. Some centuries ago, a lot of people fight for freedom, and they created a good reality. They created a freedom. They give a freedom to the countries, and now spiritual organizations are rising, and they are also giving freedom to our emotions, feelings, and poverty. I want to know, how do you differentiate this level of freedom, which is in fighting for freedom, and this through freedom given through spiritual organizations? I hope you got my question.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Fine. Good. So both are fine at that level. From a three-dimensional level of thinking, three-dimensional reality of where we are living, where we come back to, where we have come to the earth plane, we chose to come to the earth plane, where we are in this three-dimensional reality, that freedom is important because, you don't want to be oppressed, you want to exercise your free will, do what you want. It is a natural urge, right, to have that freedom. And we got a freedom. So on that three-dimensional reality, we got that freedom. On the physical plane of senses, right? On the physical plane of demonstration, we got that freedom. But are we really free? We are really free when we are actually mastered our thoughts and emotions. Right? When we have mastery of our thoughts and emotions. We got a physical freedom, but do you think we are really free? No. Are we free to create what we want in our life? We are still living in an emotional bondage. We are still living in a mental bondage. So ultimate freedom is mastering your thoughts and emotions. Right? That's what liberation is. You feel liberated. You feel freedom. Because you are free. Why you are free? Because now, independent of the outside situation, nothing can disturb me. Nothing can lose my alignment with myself. Nothing outside has a power to make me lose my alignment. That is freedom. Right? When I realize that my happiness is not depending on outside, which is temporary, which is there today, which may not there tomorrow. I feel, this is a great job, which may not there tomorrow. I feel this is a great car, which may not be there tomorrow. I may feel, this is the love of my life, and that relationship may not be there tomorrow. Because everything outside is temporary. And until you are tied with that, you're dependent on that, you can never be happy in the long run. We confuse pleasure for happiness. I dreamt of a new car, I got that car. For 2 days, the dopamine rush was there. I felt so amazing. I got the car, finally. After 2 days, I had the worst fight with my wife in the same car. After 10 days, somebody banged that car, and I was miserable. So, the ultimate freedom is when we learn to connect to our consciousness, when we become Atmanirbhar and realize that that happiness is within me. And when you realize that, oh, this is a fountain of happiness, this is the ultimate resource. Your source is the ultimate resource. Your source is the infinite resource. Your source is an ever-ready resource. And when you realize that source is an infinite resource, then you don't need to outsource to the world of things outside. Then if good happens, good. If bad happens, still good. Because I am anyways happy. But the universe, the law of attraction is still working. It says, oh, you are still happy. Oh, then I need to change the situation to match this vibration. Then you get whatever you want, even unasked for. When you feel wholeness from within, all the abundance will be given to you. When you feel lack from within, whatever you have may also be taken away from you. Because that's your vibration. When you feel joyful in abundance of others, when you feel appreciative of the abundance around you, of the things outside of you, you change your own vibration and you draw more of that into your life. But when you feel you feel maybe resentful of others' abundance, or you feel jealous of others' well-being, you are denying your own well-being. You're denying your own abundance. You're telling to the universe, oh, this abundance I'm not worthy of receiving because I don't like it. And the universe, which is your vibration, watching your vibration, do not care the reason for that vibration. Is the vibration that you're offering is in personal relation to your life? Is in relation to your past? Is in relation to your future, what you're imagining? Or is it in relation to somebody else which you are judging or appreciating or condemning? All the universe says, oh, this is your vibration, so let me match it. It is not interested in reasons. It is interested in results. And the universe match it. So even if you don't have abundance in your life or challenges, or if you don't know how to navigate the challenging situation in your life, start appreciating others' good things in their life. That's how you make it. That's how when you appreciate what you appreciates in your life. That's how you sink into their vibration. Many times we wait, we wait for our situation to change. When Patri sir told me that in 2003, he told me, Shreyans, I want you to lead this project of Pyramid Valley. There was just a land which we had not even acquired that land. And we acquired the land. And at that time, my business was going through a challenging time. And Patri sir said, we want to make this a headquarter of PSSM movement. The pyramid should not be a normal pyramid. It should look like a monument. I asked sir, but sir, you are giving me this project, you are entrusting me with this assignment, of course with other trustees, but where will money come from? Right now my business is not doing that great. Where will money come from? He told me money will come from wherever it is. We acquired the land with the help of a lot of donors, all the help of all the trustees. But we didn't have the money to build the pyramid. Somehow we gathered money to lay the foundation and the work got stuck. For 3 months, work didn't happen. I said, sir, now we don't have money. We are totally out of money. So sir told me, do one thing, start visiting all the spiritual centers in the world or in the country, wherever you start, and start writing down, start imagining what you want to, start visualizing what you want the pyramid to be like, what you want the pyramid valley to be like. I started going to different centers. Oh, from this center I like this. This should be in Pyramid Valley. Oh, this should be in Pyramid Valley. Oh, this is what I like of this center. This should be in Pyramid Valley. Now what happened is, when I started going to those centers and getting inspiration from those centers and imagining, in my meditation I'm imagining, oh, this is there in Pyramid Valley. How amazing. That started changing my vibration. And when that started changing my vibration, all of a sudden my business started doing good. I did some, say, commodity trading. I thought, in that, the prices will double. From 50 rupees, the prices may go up to 100 rupees. So maybe after reducing, in 1 year, after reducing interest and the warehousing charges, I was into agri-commodity trading, I thought the price will, I'll still make 40, 60, 70% gain in my business. That's what I thought. In 2 years, I started trading in that commodity. The next year also the crop failed and there was a huge shortage. And the prices went up by 21 times. From 50, it went to 1,050. It became the largest value-added commodity where the valuation has gone up in the world. Now, was it my intelligence? Not really. I think it was about the vibration. The universe had a plan. Oh, you need money for pyramid? Oh, let me bestow you with windfall gain so then you can divert all that money for pyramid. When you protect your purpose protects you. And when you get that kind of wealth, you know it is not my hard work, it is not my intelligence. It only humbles you. You know it is for a cause. You feel more responsible to use that money wisely for a right cause. So this is how the universe works. This is how the vibration works. All Pati sir told me to visit different centers. At that time, I didn't understand why is he telling me to do that. I don't have money. And here he's telling me to go to different centers. All he wanted me to shift my vibration. Because my attention was on lack. The moment I started getting inspiration from other changes, other centers, other spiritual centers, my vibration changed. And that gave the momentum. And the universe, which was watching my vibration, started bringing abundance into my life. And because the vibration was much more than what even I thought about it. The universe do not care the vibration, what you're offering was, oh, I want price of 50 to 70 rupees. From my side, from the logical brain, the vibration was, the gap was 30 rupees. From 50 to 80 rupees, the gap is 30. But the vibration was so powerful and so strong, the universe matched that vibration. It was the gap for the universe. It was not a gap of 50 to 80. Because the vibration was maybe of 1050, the universe matched that vibration. For the universe, it is not, for us we think, oh, I need 1 crore. I need 2 crore. Instead of 2 crore borrowing, I need 3 crore bank balance. So what do we think? Oh, I need the gap is of 5 crore. For the universe, it is not a gap of the amount. For the universe, it is a vibrational gap. If you would have 3 crore from 2 crore bank borrowing, how are you feeling right now? But if you have 3 crore bank balance, how would you feel? And if you can teach your body emotionally to feel that, even before you got that amount, you are bridging that vibration gap. So the gap is not of the amount, the gap is of the vibration, and the universe matches that gap. And if your vibration is more powerful, more stronger, which is of maybe 50 crores, the universe will bring you that amount. For the universe, for the quantum field which created the moons and the planets and the stars and the human beings and the planet and animal beings, there is no dirt, it's only abundance and more abundance. Its very nature is creation. And the better your vibration, it rejoices in that creation. Because you are, by changing your vibration, by uplifting your vibration, the universe feels that it is getting the opportunity to express itself more, and express itself more and more. So it's only abundance and more abundance. So, again, coming back to your point of freedom, ultimate freedom is freedom. If you have the freedom, and we all have the freedom to change our vibration independent of the outside situation. And if you learn that, that is the ultimate mastery. You have won the world. You have mastered the reason why you came into this planet. Yeah, can take next question. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Namaste.
Where are you?
Sir.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Sir, I'm Irana from Tumkur. I'm currently pursuing law. My question is, how do we maintain the consistency with goal?
Right. So, never stop believing in yourself. No matter what the situation is. Because you believe and you believe in law of attraction. And you know how law of attraction works? With your vibration. How you influence your vibration? Through your thought and emotion. How you change your thought and emotion? Through your attention to your breath. Through breath work. Through creative visualization. So coming back to the basics. So do that more. And anytime, and we are all human beings, right? It's not that, oh, I don't lose my vibration, right? I'm teaching, and maybe I'm practicing for the last 30 years, but still there are times when I lose my vibration. But that is the time I stop doing things. I withdraw from the situation. I use the tool of meditation, or sometimes even meditation is not powerful because there are so many running thoughts. I'm so obsessed by the current situation, I can't even close my eyes and meditate. Because the more I try not to think, the more it starts coming into my mind. Then I do breath work. I use body as an instrument of consciousness. I do intense breathing, activity. Brain is used to activity, okay, let me give it some activity. And through active breathing, I fall into a deeper state, into a meditative state. So we have tools. We have the tool. Sometimes I'm obsessed with the current situation. I can't help but think of the worst outcome. That is the time I visualize. I meditate and then I visualize, do creative visualization, speculating or thinking about the best outcome. When I do that, two things happen. Not only do I visualize what I do not want, but I also visualize what I want. So our attention, wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. We all know what we want, but most of the time our attention is going on or focused on what we do not want in our life. And wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. Wherever your energy flows, the universe shows. Your energy is the currency of the universe. Be aware where you put your energy to. If you are watching on YouTube or on social media, oh, Russia-Ukraine war, Russia-Ukraine war. The more war we will watch, the more your algorithm is like that, the more it will come into your feed. All the news about the war. Now you are thinking, oh, I want to be informed what's going in my world. Slowly, you'll start thinking, the world is such a negative place. The world is such an untrustworthy place. It is so much pain to live in the world. There's so much of sorrow, there's so much of suffering, there's so much of sadness. And now you first started thinking, now you started feeling. Now by feeling it, the war which was outside of your reality, you made it personal. Now you will see a conflict in your own life. You will see, oh, you fought with your best friend. You fought with your girlfriend or boyfriend, or you fought with your parents. You bring the conflict into your personal life. So be careful of what you give your attention to. What you focus on expands in your life. Your attention, we are all, as human beings, we are all a focusing mechanism. Our attention is our power. We usually have the best intention, but what we give our attention is opposite to our intention. We want abundance, but we are focused on lack, on the problems in our life. It's good to be aware of the problem. It's fine to be aware, but the attention has to be on solution. So be careful of what you give your attention to. When you are watching initially you start watching the news, you said, "Arey, mujhe kya farak pad raha hai? Main to sirf news dekh raha hu." But then, the more you watch it, the more you make it activated in your vibration by assigning meaning into that. And whatever meaning you assign, you draw that event into your life. All situations are fundamentally neutral. We assign the meaning, right, wrong, good, bad. And whatever meaning we assign, we draw the experience into your life. So as youth, be aware of what you are giving your attention to, what you are focused on. What you focus on will expand in your life. It's a law. If you want to know what you are manifesting in your life or what is going to be your future, you don't need to go to any astrologer. Just see what you are feeling. That is what's going to be your future like. Your emotion is energy in motion. Your thought is an early action. That is what you are going to manifest in your life. If you want to, and if you don't like that reality, change your emotion. Learn to change your emotion. Then that's how you change your future. Nobody else is controlling your life or dominating your life. No stars are controlling your life. Find alignment with yourself. When you are aligned with yourself, the stars will follow. You don't need to follow them, they follow you. You are powerful creators, you are a powerful being. Find your alignment and the stars will follow. So you don't need to give your power to anybody else. Not to a guru, not to an astrologer, not to a teacher, not to any Swami, not to your religion. Take the power back to yourself. Because you are nothing less than a God. We are all gods. It's easy for us to believe in God, because that's how we've been trained to, conditioned to. tend to believe that we are gods. But the truth is, we are all gods. We are all powerful creators. And if you have created a challenging situation in your life, don't resist it. Because you created it. Accept it as it is. Anything that you accept fully will take you into peace. The moment you accept it, that means you are affirming yourself that you are a powerful creator. When you know that you created it, that means you have to accept it. But the moment you accept it, that means you also have the power to change your reality. But the moment as long as you resist it, what you resist, you persist. What you fight, you strengthen. More the resistance, the more it will become a part of your existence. So don't resist your challenges. No challenges. Many times as a soul, we plan the challenges in our life. Because through challenges, it leads to the expansion of our consciousness. No challenges, no expansion. If you can become aware and learn independent of the challenge, if you can, in that moment you have an opportunity for a spiritual awakening. In that moment, if you can learn to transform the emotion independent of the challenge, that challenge becomes a spiritual experience. Now the challenge will turn into an opportunity. You will get some insights, some awareness, some clarity, some innovative thoughts. All inventions in the history has ever happened because of the problem. To solve the problem, some innovative idea came, innovative thought came. If there was no problem, probably there would have been no invention. So all problems are opportunity in disguise. No matter what the challenges is, it is happening for you. And the more you resist, the more you will repeat those patterns. Because you repeat what you don't repair. Every challenge is an opportunity if the challenge is triggering you, it is an opportunity to heal something within you. Why is it triggering you? Why is it triggering somebody more, somebody less, and for someone it is not triggering at all? Your triggers are your best teachers. It is trying to tell you there's something in you which needs your loving attention, your compassionate, you need some healing, something which needs to work upon. Everything outside is a mirror reflecting back to you the contents of your consciousness. The world is a mirror. If you don't like the image in your mirror, you don't change the mirror. No matter how many mirrors you change, you will see the same image. You change yourself. So world is exactly a mirror reflecting back the contents of your consciousness. As within, so without. Yad bhavam tad bhavti. जैसी मति वैसी गति. यथा दृष्टि तथा सृष्टि. यथा पिंडे तथा ब्रह्मांडे. So everything is within you. When you don't find the world outside conducive to your liking, you don't focus on changing the world outside. You focus on changing inside. and the world outside changes. Because then when you perceive things according to your emotions, your perception changes. When you're in a happy state, your perception about that very problem completely changes. Your troubles will become your blessing. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. That is the power we have. A change of worldview is a change of world viewed. When we are going through challenging relationships, we want them to change. We don't to change. No. Stop losing your power. In trying to change others, you're losing your power. You're telling yourself, I'm not worthy to create my own reality. That's why you need to depend on them to change so that I can be happy. Take the power back to yourself. A man is according to the manner you look at him. When you change inside, then you will evoke the responses and the behavior corresponding to your vibration. So in true sense, we are living in a participatory universe. You are participating in their behavior. Through your vibration, you are actually participating in others' behavior towards you. Yes. Yeah.
Hi, sir. Myself Mansi. I'm from Maharashtra.
Yeah, closer. Mic.
2 years back, I attended your first session. It was my first time here. I'm so grateful for you. You have changed my life for better. So my question is, we all have soul plans, right? So doesn't manifestation disturb our soul plans? And if it does so, what are the drawbacks it has?
See, first thing is manifestation is not about manifestation. Eventually it's about transformation, right? There's no button that you press and things start manifesting, right? To manifest, you need to change your vibration. To change your vibration, you have to master your thoughts and emotions. To master your thoughts and emotions, you need to become aware. You need to meditate, you need to do breath work, you need to do creative visualization, or whatever you need to do. You need to have some fun, you need to dance. You need to enjoy your life. You need to start celebrating your life. You need to be creative, right? So eventually it is about transformation. Manifestation is a byproduct of your transformation, right? Because eventually whatever you want to manifest is because of some emotional payoff. And now you have learned to give that emotional payoff even before it got manifested. So you may start, manifestation is more like a lollipop. You may start with that lollipop. Oh, I'll get that lollipop, I'll get. But eventually, in the journey of getting that lollipop, you get transformed. And that is the journey. The journey is the joy. Journey becomes joyful. Many times you manifest what you want in a life. It's not that, oh, those who are not meditators, those who are not breathwork practitioners, or those who don't visualize, they will not manifest. Of course they will manifest, and they manifest. But by the time, many times by the time they get their success, they get, oh, what I wanted, I finally got it. They got the wealth, but now they've lost their health. Now they've lost their relationship. So even they got their wealth, but they have not got their fulfillment. Success without fulfillment is an ultimate failure. What is the point of the success if you're not getting the fulfillment? And that is when the worst happens. Until you did not get what you want, at least you had a hope. And all through your life, you went through stress and tragedies and traumas and fighting to get that success. Now you finally got that success and you realize, oh my God, I'm still not happy. That is when the illusion is broken. Because in striving for that success, you became so used to stress, to cortisols, to hormones of stress, that happiness, it feels unnatural to you. So you need another stress. Now you plan something else. Oh, now when that happens, then I'll be happy. Oh, now when that happens, then I'll be happy. And you keep postponing your happiness. But the truth is, experience only happens in the present moment. No matter how much you had planned that you will come and attend this workshop, I thought I'll come and speak here. But today, the experience can only happen in the present moment. So present moment is all we have. Today is the tomorrow you thought about yesterday. But today you are experiencing only as a present moment. And life is nothing but slices of present moment.
So my last question is...
So when you learn how to change an emotion to change your condition, what you're doing is you're making your present moment happy. When you're doing creative visualization for manifestation, your visualization is only the memory of your future. Like we live in the memory of the past, now you're living in the memory of your future, of your glorious future. And using that glorious future to actually change your vibration now, to feel it now. So what is changing is your present moment. In fact, when you feel it so fully, you don't even care whether it happens, because many times in my meditation I think, oh, when I go to the step of visualization, this is I want to visualize. But by the state of doing heart coherence and brain coherence, and I feel so fulfilled and so whole, now my visualization changes. First I said, oh, I visualize to get this in my life. Now my visualization becomes, what can I give in my life? Because how can you want when you feel so whole? When your cup is overflowing with love and joy, then all you want is to give. So the journey from manifestation may look like, oh, I want. But actually the journey becomes of giving. Because in giving you find more fulfillment. So it is about transformation. It is about, actually there is no end goal. There is no goal to be achieved, because your goals will keep changing from time to time. Right? You want differently when you are studying. Your goal is different when you are looking for a job or a career. Your goal will be different when you have kids, or when you get married, or when you become grandparents. Your goal will keep changing. Goal is a moving goalpost. But what is important is the journey. If the journey is joyful, the destination will be joyful. If the journey is painful, the destination, you may reach the destination, but the destination, the joy will not be everlasting. It will be very temporary. By the time you achieve your deadline, you are already dead. Right? And people get burned out. People strive and do hard work, and then they get burned out. The joy becomes forbidden. So make the journey joyful. A good creator is never intent on arriving. When you walk on the path appears. And things start unfolding on its own. Just your only job is to maintain your high vibration. That is your only job. It is not our job to physically manifest. It is not our job to physically manifest. Many times we are obsessed with manifestation. But it is not our job to physically manifest. It is our job to emotionally manifest. It is a quantum field job. It is a universe job to physically manifest. That is not our job. A good entrepreneur is what? A good entrepreneur is somebody who delegate the jobs. If they have somebody best manager who is more competent than you, so you delegate your job to them. Right? That is how you are a good entrepreneur. You only focus on the creative aspect. The routine, mundane things, you delegate it to the team. And especially if you know your manager does better than you, obviously you'll delegate it to them. You're paying so high salary. So you are the entrepreneur of your life. And the quantum field, you delegate it to the quantum field to manifest for you. Your only job is to maintain your emotional vibration. To emotionally manifest. And then the physical manifestation will follow. Yeah? Thank you.
So one last question. So
let's give it to others, yeah? Yeah, thank you. I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, here. Okay, after her.
So, how to feel something we have never felt?
Right. In a sense, what kind of a feeling?
I want to give some background. So, if I believe I am God, I will believe every living and non-living thing is also God.
Absolutely.
And in that experience, we get stupendous meetings with people. But then there will be some one-person meetings which will be with scammers and hackers, which is very common these days. So
yeah.
How to repair ourselves from those 1% experiences which happen with trusting everyone so much. And we don't want to change our inherent nature. We want to keep trusting and believing everybody is God. So, so that age limit of 35 that you mentioned, that research. So if we are in that age and we have experienced that there is a pattern and we want to heal and repair ourselves from those experiences and feel something which we have not felt due to those experiences.
Right. So very good question and a very practical one. So you know what happens is we don't need to fix any problem. Right? The truth is when you say, oh, I am going through a feeling of not trusting others, or I am a feeling, or I am feeling of resentment, or I am going through a feeling, that is only a feedback. There is no negative emotion. The truth is, even that negative emotion is only a feedback. It is only trying to tell you that something which you need to change or transform, right? So that way, even the negative emotion is your friend, right? Now, what is important is to understand that we are all gods, but we are all, most of us, we are all unconscious. We are all sleeping. The person behaved that way because they lost their alignment with their inner being. And they behave what they behave, in their ignorance, in their innocence, that this is the law of attraction works. They did what they did. Not because of your personal thing to do with you, because what they are. Now you draw that situation into your life for your learning. The fact that it is triggering you, it is making you feel sad or upset, or let you lose your alignment with yourself, means there's something that you needed to work on yourself. So that means that person came as a teacher in your life. Maybe he is an older soul than you, who did a contract that in this lifetime I will cheat you, I'll scam you, I will not be my God self. For your sake, I lose my alignment with you so that you discover yourself. So that you find a reason to look within and change from within. It may be like that. Right? So then your triggers become your teachers. Not only that you stop blaming them for your problem, you start thanking for that experience. But that will come naturally to you when you emotionally transform. And the beauty is, you don't have to worry about, oh, this bad emotion, take it away. This bad emotion, I want to take this away. The more you think about it, the more you get activated with that vibration. We are focused on solution. All you need to do, maybe breath work. When you do breath work, you raise your vibration. All the emotions, emotions which is of low vibration, like guilt, shame, anger, frustration, all the emotions low vibration. Now, when you change your vibration, in all the emotions which are low vibration, which has made your body their home, is no more now. Your body is no more a safe place for them. So they will be released from your body, and you release it, and it will naturally happen. You don't have to say, oh, this bad emotion, go away. No. It naturally happens. It is science. It is pure science. It is quantum physics. And then that is released. You may anger, you may feel the cry, you may feel crying and shouting, but all that is a release. When that happens, now you come back to your natural state, which is love, joy, happiness. You find your wholeness. When that is released, that was obstructing you from your own inner being. That became a wall, because of which you lost that connection. But when those fear-based, survival-based emotions release, the wall is shattered, the wall is broken. You find your connection. In that connection, you find your wholeness. And false beliefs change as and when emotions change. When you are emotionally feeling wholeness, your belief around the world will change. You will naturally start trusting others, because it is not about them. It is about you, because now you trust yourself. Because you now know that you are a powerful being. I don't need to depend on anything outside for my happiness. I trust my consciousness. I trust my inner being. That has become my source of my ultimate resource. Then how does it matter? I am living my life. I am not teaching to people because I want to transform the world. I am teaching because it is helping me transform. I am teaching because it gives me fulfillment. My reward is instant. It gives me fulfillment. I am doing for my own self. I don't care if somebody praises me or abuses me. Both are feedback. I can take it as a feedback that, oh, there's something more that I need to change or work on myself. Nothing more than that. Because I trust my inner being. Right? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Firstly, I'm so thankful.
Let me know with the time. Yeah, maybe you can take the last question. But you can tell me whenever. Huh? Okay, fine. Thank you.
Firstly, I'm so thankful to you, sir, for having you with us. I'm Yamini. I'm a law student, and I'm also the part of organizing team of this Awakening Youth Fest.
Nice.
So my question is related to the topic conscious leadership. The thing is, you have been an integral part of Pyramid Valley. You are into spirituality, and you're also into entrepreneurship, and you have dealt with both the teams, the business teams and also the spiritual teams. When it comes to taking a decision, how do we deal with conflict of opinion?
Yes. So
inside the teams.
Yeah. So all this is amazing. The conflict, the difference of opinions is beautiful. The world is beautiful because of differences, right? Imagine if there's only white color, white. Eventually, we'll all get so bored with only white. The world is beautiful because of different flowers, different colors, different opinions, different perceptions, right? So, different perceptions, to conflict is nothing but a difference of opinion which is different than your opinion or to your liking. So you don't take it personally. You take it as a feedback. And eventually you see what you are guided to do. If you are a team leader, then you take your call. But you take everybody's opinion. And don't make it personal. And do what you feel resonated with. What you feel inspired with. What you feel is connected to what excites your spirit. What feel excited about it. And your heart never lies. It will tell you. This brings a smile on my face. This feels exciting to me. See, anything, you will feel attracted to things which is connected to your path, passion, or purpose. You always feel attracted to, you always feel drawn to those things. So you just need to become aware, right? And leadership is also about taking a decision, taking a firm decision. You cannot make everybody happy, right? You can't make everyone happy. And it is not your job to make everyone happy. But you can be happy with everyone. That is the power you have. So in spite of the conflict, you can still appreciate the differences. I like your idea, I like this, but let's try this. I appreciate different opinions, but let's do this. Maybe I am right, maybe I am wrong. But leadership is also taking a decision. And life is all about decisions. That is what we call life, all about taking decisions. Life is a choice between A and B, between B and D, between birth and death. Life is a C between B and D, right? Life is a choice between birth and death. But when your choice comes from your inner alignment, you will make the right choice. When your choice comes from disconnection, you will tend to make a wrong choice. So at any given situation, you have to make a decision. See, am I aligned or not aligned? If you're not aligned, then it is not the time to make a decision. The first decision should be to find alignment. And from that alignment, then make a choice. Take your alignment wherever you go. Right? If you're going to work, first find your alignment and then take your alignment with you. Take your alignment if you're going for a good restaurant to enjoy your dinner with your friends. Again, take your alignment with you. If you're going to the party, take your alignment with you. If you're having a sex or a physical relationship, even that will become more meaningful when you're doing from a state of alignment. So your alignment is all that matters. So take your alignment. Don't do anything without your alignment. First thing is find your alignment. In that alignment, then do whatever you want to do. Then you have a free will. Then you have a choice. Without alignment, actually you don't have a choice. Because you are not exercising your free will. You are being your addicted self. You are making a decision or choice from your addicted self. From your ego, your personality. When you are in a state of alignment, the choice is coming from your consciousness, from your soul. And your soul knows your path, your passion, your purpose. All the creativity will come alive when you're connected to your soul. Then the choice becomes more meaningful. Yeah?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. You've been, yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm Karthik. It was such a good session, sir. So my question is, like 6 months back, until 6 months back, everything was going amazing. Like I have been putting in work and things have been turning out good for me. And I was lean and I could put on some weight and even in every aspect. And I even turned vegetarian. I was a hardcore non-vegetarian, but then yeah, it happened. But after this transformation, I don't know, all of a sudden, there were so many other challenges, rejections, ailments. I don't know, out of nowhere, these all kept popping up. So how this is not attracting the higher manifestation for myself, right? So how is this working out?
Yeah, good question. So I'll tell you how universe works. Many times, when you are in the path of awakening, when you are path of transforming your vibration, now suppose you were here, right? The world around you is here, matching your vibration exactly, with precision. You change your vibration, you uplifted yourself. Now, many times when you change your vibration, the world, between the world to align with that vibration, there's a gestation time. There's some gap, time gap, because we are living in this three-dimensional reality. There's a time gap. So in that time gap, the universe, when you have changed your vibration, the universe starts rearranging, the world outside starts rearranging itself to match your higher vibration. So some things, so many times, you lose your loved ones. You lose your relationships, which is no more aligned with your vibration. You lose your job, which you are no more aligned with your new vibration. And what happens is when you lose your job and your relationship, you again lose your vibration. Oh my God, you are panicked, you are in a state of fear. Oh, my childhood friend, my best friend, how can he stop talking to me? But understand that you have changed. The world all of a sudden has not changed. But the universe is rearranging for your world to change. So when somebody walks out from your life, it is not the end of your story. It is only the end of their part in your story. Right? So sometimes the universe's best way to add into your life is to first subtract from it. Right? So that is how the universe first subtracts things from your life. But some things has to go. Some things has to be lost for some new things to come add into your life. When you're losing things, you are making room for better things to follow. For a bigger, better, of things which are of higher vibration. And the challenge is not when you started your path. Challenge is not when you started the meditation. The challenge, actually, it was very easy. Oh, so nice, I feel so good in meditation. But when the chaos starts happening in your life, when you started losing, when your comfort zone is being challenged, because when you step into the unknown, life starts becoming unknown. Meditation is stepping into the unknown. But that unknown is the field of infinite possibilities, infinite potentials. When nothing is certain, anything is possible. So when you lose the certainty, but when you lose certainty, you become panicked. Because that is how we are wired too. Our mind loves to be in a familiar condition. We hate being unknown, in a step of unknown. But that unknown is full of potential, full of possibility. So at that moment, don't fear the unknown. Be open to what universe has to offer. I'll tell you one example. 2 years back, my brother-in-law, he lost his job. Before losing his job, last 2 months he started meditating. He's in New York. He was into Wall Street. And he used to tell me, every time I'll meet him, he'll tell me, I hate my job, I hate my job. What do I do? I just don't like it. It's too corporate culture, it's too much of competition and too much of, the whole environment is so toxic. I said, you start meditating. And everything, something will change. Some things outside will start changing. What you need to work on is that resistance inside you. Do meditation, do breathwork. He started doing meditation. Every week he would join online for the breathwork session. Now 2 months back, he called me at 2 o'clock in the night. He got the letter of losing his job. He said, what the hell? You told me with meditation everything will fall in place. Here I lost my job. I said, exactly. This is what I meant. He said, are you really my well-wisher? I said, yes. I said, of course. You always hated your job. So you lost your job. So he said, then he asked me, okay, now what do I do now? I need to pay my, he said, for you it's very easy to say. You're living in India, you have made your life, you're in your comfort zone, but now I need to pay my monthly rents. How do I live my life? What do I do? I said, increase the dose of meditation. Because this is the time, now you need more meditation to maintain your alignment. In spite of not having the job, how do you hold your alignment? That's exactly he did. He tried to find job for next 6 months. He was rejected everywhere. While he was meditating, he got some idea of starting some startup. He started some startup. With whatever savings he had, he started that startup. After 6 months of starting the startup, he raised the first round of funding at a valuation of $5 million. After 6 months, he raised another round of funding at $20 million. And around 2 months back, just 2 months back, he raised another round of funding at $127 million. His life trajectory completely changed. So sometimes we don't know why we think it is a challenge, but actually it is an opportunity for you for something better in your life. Yes, so anything that is buried emotion, suppressed emotion, all that will come up in form of a disease. If I would not have gotten TB, I would not have looked within. I would not have probably even wanted Patri sir in my life because I was happy drinking every night and numbing that pain. But TB was like a wake-up call. So when I think of the TB, I said, thank God for the TB. That I woke up. So this is the journey of it is like this, like this, like this. But that where awareness is the key. Right understanding is the key. See, first you wake up to your light. Then you wake up to your shadow. And then you wake up to yourself. Thank you. Yeah. Please tell me whenever I need to stop. Huh? Last? Okay. Yeah.
Hi, sir. I'm Karthik. I'm an analyst at Accenture. I live in Bangalore.
Sorry, what are you?
I'm an analyst at Accenture.
Right.
So I live in Bangalore.
Yeah.
So my question is regarding stress. So
Regarding?
Regarding stress. So
Regarding?
Stress.
Yeah.
So if you see the human evolution, our ancestors, they have been under stress and we eventually evolved and now we are so sophisticated and we have a lot of comforts, right? So my question is that having some fair bit of stress in life, it's good for us, right? So it can rewire our brain and develop our neuroplasticity. So why can't we take the stress like as our ancestors did? So why do we think that even for a fair bit of, at least a small thing, okay, I got some, I'm not feeling well, I'll go to doctor. So why do we have to do that, or why can't we take some stress in life which will be good for us? That's
Right.
my question. Thank you.
Right. So, very good question. So your question is, why are we stressing about stress? See, sometimes, short-term stress is fine. like you have exams. At that time, you have to study more, right? Now, that is fine. Now, even in meditation, sometimes you have thoughts coming in and you say, no, I need to tame my thoughts. I need to come back to my breath, right? It may be stressful. Going with the thought flow was more relaxing because that is how we are used to. But again, telling your mind, oh, come back to my breath, come back to my breath. Or when you're doing breath work, you're stressing your body. Or when you're going through, sometimes you challenge yourself. It's called, so those short-term stress is fine sometimes. It may be good for your growth. But if you continue to live in that stressful situation in a long term, if you become habitual to that stress, habitual to living in the state of stress, then it breaks down your immunity. It breaks down now, those cortisols are good in the short term. See, it's like if your tiger is attacking you. If a tiger is attacking you, I'm stressed, oh my God, tiger, and I'm running. It's good. That time the stress was good. Because of that stress, because the fear of the tiger, all my energy, all my body's intelligence worked to send all my energy to my legs and my hands. And I ran for 1 hour. And finally I saved my life. Right? So that stress was good. But imagine if you're living your life, as if all the time your tiger is attacking you. So all your energy is going into your hands and legs to protect you and to save you. So there's no energy for your growth. There's no energy for your repair. There's no energy for creativity. We're all creative beings. We are creators. Creator means creative. If somebody asks you, the tiger is attacking you, oh, Shreyans, what do you want to have for your dinner tonight? Would you like Mexican or African? Or Mexican or Italian food? You'll say, the hell with the food. I'll become the food of the tiger. He'll enjoy the Indian food. So, you can't be creative and stressful at the same time. Right? You can't be creative and stressful at the same time. And when you're stressed, all you want is to fight, flight, or freeze. All you want is to save yourself. Right? So short term, when it needed to save yourself, it was good. But in the long run, it breaks down your immunity. You cannot, then all your energy is only focused on survival. Survive, survive, survive. You feel you are living in a hostile universe. The world is out there to get you. But when you are when you're in a state of relaxation, calm and creative and peaceful and joyful and fun and inspiration and love, you are being friend to yourself. Then the world feels friendly. World feels supportive. World feels nurturing. Right? Then, so short term, I agree with you. But long run, it completely breaks you down. And that's why if you see in our family, in our generations, in our ancestors, if those who have been stressful for a long time, they're genetically hardwired for a disease. How do they end up? Being in a disease situation or unhappy. Because the journey was never joyful. So the end was never joyful. And then you take another lifetime to again learn that lesson. Again birth. Again till the age of 40, you're still figuring what to do. Good, life eventually begins at 40. Till then you are only experimenting. Then you get some wisdom. So we are lucky, you are all lucky. I was lucky, I feel that, oh, I got this understanding at an early age. So I don't need to experiment to make mistakes and then learn and then unlearn what I learned. Right? So the journey has to be joyful. Short-term stress, not a problem. Long-term stress, not a good idea. Yeah. Thank you. All right, friends. So thank you so much. Thank you for the gift of your time and attention. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much.
Let us give a big round of applause for Shreyans sir. He has traveled all the way to Pyramid Valley just for this event. Heartful gratitude, sir.
Thank you.
So,
For me, Pyramid Valley is home, so it's homecoming. Yeah.
So
it's a joy to come here always.
you all, hopefully, I think you got answers for all your questions, right? Thank you, thank you. So let me invite Parnita Akka to, and also Suresh sir to felicitate Shreyans sir.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. How was it, friends? Yeah? Did you learn a lot? Yeah? So he is our supporting pillar for everything that we do. He encourages youth a lot. And that's why I requested him, and I am so grateful that he accepted our humble request to guide our youth forward to become abundant, to achieve what they have set out for, to achieve their goals. And since the beginning of our, planning for this Awakening Youth Fest, he has been standing tall as a support for all of us. Whatever you need, I am here for you. So his presence in this event has been a very, very, very strong support for all of us. And I am speaking on behalf of the entire PYMA team. So thank you so much, Shreyans, for being there for all of us. It's been an immense strength. His being there with us, it gives us immense strength. So thank you so much. And I'd like to ask Sureshji to please speak a few words.
So friends, big round of applause again for Shreyans ji. I truly mean it because see, whatever you see and experience here in Pyramid Valley, right, he has raised the bar to the international level. It truly means the international level of, Pyramid Valley International. That's what Patriji said, this is to be at an international level. So at every aspect, irrespective of, he's not seeing any bottom at all, right? Every moment, every day, he is raising the bar and he is making this such a wonderful, it's already an energy spot. It's a new age Shambhala. And then he is adding all the colors, the detailing and features of this and making it so enriching. And every time we come here, right, I have been experiencing this valley since 2009. And every time when we see Shreyans ji really stood, as she said, he always stands tall and always been in the back support. It's like an umbrella effect for us. So his presence definitely means a lot. Thank you very much, Shreyans ji, for coming here. Thank you for your wisdom also.
Thank you.
Let us once again give a big round of applause and felicitate Shreyans sir. Music. Let us continue our appreciation and gratitude with a big round of applause, my dear friends.
Let us give a standing ovation for a great master.
Let us all give it out for Shreyans Daga. Yeah? We can't ask for a better finale of this event, isn't it? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Truly humble.
Your message for our Awakening Youth and PYMA.
I've spoken enough.
PYMA, for just one last sentence for PYMA.
So, Personally, I'm for me, when the youth is transformed into something which really, I'm really passionate about. Because I know at an early stage when I got transformed or got into meditation and with Patri Sir's guidance all along, how it changed the trajectory of my life. And what PYMA is doing is an amazing work, inspiring youth to transform themselves and transforming themselves with the whole PYMA team itself and others. So keep up the great work, and always remember that spirituality is about enjoying life. So never forget to have fun, never have joyful, being celebrating life, and being light-hearted, being spontaneous, being creative. Thank you. Thank you.
Sir. Sir is a multidimensional personality and a youth icon. With one moment, you will understand is why I have told youth icon. Sir, one moonwalk and you will understand why I said youth icon. Okay? Be ready. Give a big clap.
Okay. Some music then.
Music.
You color and fracture the light. You can't help but shine. And I know that you carry the world on your back. But look at you tonight.
established, and thereby the journey had begun. And then we have Omega Pyramid team, who has been our backbone, who has donated a lot of confidence, along with the finances, of course, a lot of confidence, and has been a backbone support for all of us. And the next vision sponsor is Ayappa Pindi, Dr. Ayappa Pindi, the Pyramid World Foundation. So what he has done, he has given the payment of all the accommodation. You have seen the dormitory, right? The entire dormitory fund was sponsored by him, and it was given free to all the participants. So that is the kind of support that he has provided for all of us. And the next we have my mother. She has taken care of the entire Annadanam. How is the food, guys? Amazing. How many stars should you give out of 5? 10? 1,000? More? Yeah, so she has fixed all the menu for her children. I'm not the only child, or I'm not the one of the 2 children. You are all her children now. You're all her family. You must have felt her love during the Independence Day celebrations, isn't it? Yeah, so that's my mother, Swarnamala Patriji. And then next, she is the diamond sponsor. That's my sister, Pari Patri. She has also supported this. She lives in California. Okay, so she is doing amazing work for PSSM Global over there, worldwide. She is reaching to spread meditation and vegetarianism and pyramid power everywhere. And we are going to have a beautiful event called Mega Meditation Summit on August 30th, 31st and 1st September in Los Angeles, California, over there. So whoever is in USA, please go there. So that is my sister, Pari Patri. And then next, we have, let's go for the next one. Do I need to say anything? Just now we witnessed him. Shreyans Ragaji, thank you so much for being our support and our sponsor for this event, for his humble presence. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't thank you enough. Thank you enough. Thank you. And then next we have Ram Babuji, who is one of the trustees of the Kartal Trust Pyramid. Please visit the Maheshwara Mahapyramid over there. And then next we have Anuradha Reddy ji. And then we have these gold sponsors. Next, please. We have Nishita Pradeep, PMC Kannada. Please visit PMC Kannada. Whoever is knows Kannada, please visit PMC Kannada. And then we have Ravi Kiran from UK, who believes in PYMA. We have PYMA UK as well. Lots of youngsters over there are working so hard to spread meditation in UK. Then that's it. And then we are going to go with the volunteers. I would now like to invite the volunteers onto the stage along with the leaders.
So, there are so many volunteers working on the backstage to make this event a successful event, right? Have you seen all the volunteers here, Annadana, reception, dormitory, wherever you see, whichever department it may be. So, all the volunteers are someone who were initially a part of Awakening Youth events, and they have meditated, they have transformed themselves, and they have come forward on their own self-interest to be a volunteer. So let us give a big round of applause for all the volunteers, without whom we couldn't have done this event. And there are so many volunteers who have supported from last 6 months for this amazing event. Even if few volunteers are not here, still they are supporting from wherever they are. You all might have got so many confirmation calls. You all might have got so many calls to contribute for the event. Still so many people back end are working. So let us give a big round of applause once again for all the volunteers of PYMA for making this Awakening Youth a grand success, my dear friends. So now let's have volunteers as per the teams and hand it over to Navya.
And it's really our privilege to give the gratitude to all the volunteers. I really bow down to all the volunteers. Yes, because just imagine. So all youth want to enjoy and explore and always like we urge for only just our selfish needs. But the volunteers over here, they are employees, they are students, they have taken time in their busy schedule and came here for volunteering. Let us give a huge applause for all the volunteers. And now I just want to give gratitude to all the dear participants who are showing up with open hearts and such a vibrant energy. And now we cannot call you participants. You have become the part of our PYMA family. So what we ask is, sometimes when we organize such events, so some people keep asking what you get by organizing, what you get by volunteering in these events. So we have transformed our lives through meditation, through the understanding of spiritual science, and we also invite all of you to join us for this volunteering, to join us to organize more and more such events so that we can spread meditation to all the youths, we can take meditation to whole world. So who are going to join us? Only few. Only few. We want every one of you with our family to take meditation to the entire world.
So big round of applause for all of you, and you are going to be a part of future volunteering team. So let me now invite Parnita Akka, also Suresh sir on the dais to felicitate each and every team of volunteering. Yes.
So beginning from the reception team lead was taken by me, myself Navya Shri, and I invite the reception team Manusha, Vismaya Yan Swami, Ananya, Sheshikumar and Gokul. Please join us on stage for group photo.
You all know how engaging the reception was. The very first day you came, lot of people waiting for the ID cards, making the allocations, having the calls, getting confirmation. So it's such a challenging task, and they all did a wonderful job, isn't it? Let us give a big round of applause for the reception team.
Yes, we are all giving the digital certificate.
Okay.
We'll take.
Next team.
So the next team is accommodation team. The accommodation volunteers who are allotting your beds at the accommodation, they have worked day and night, and they are also trying to wake up you in the morning, and you are all so lovely participants that so when we try to wake up you in the morning, no one got angry. You received it in a healthy way. I'm really happy. So let us invite accommodation team Murali, Sridhar, Govinda, Nidhi, Joshna and Kusuma Priya.
Request the volunteers to be near the stage and come fast.
Yes, Joshna, Kusuma Priya.
So let us take one group picture with the accommodation team.
Thank you so much accommodation team. So the next team is Annadana team. So we all enjoyed the food, and we all, the serving process has been so smooth because of all our Annadana volunteers. They are not just volunteers, they are Bahubali.
Let us give a big round of applause for Annadana
so
team.
The team lead of Annadana, it's Manish, Shadakshari, Kiran, Sushmant, Yadnesh, Suhas, Akshay, Manideep, Charan, Harsha, Ishwar, Sai Puneet, Jagdish Kalyani, Triveni and Kamalama.
So they have not only volunteered here from bringing the required provisions from the city, vegetables, everything, each and everything in Annadana was taken care by this team. So it's a great collective effort from the Annadana team.
Yes, I want the team lead Manish to speak because he has helped a lot, and even for making confirmation calls, like he has made 150 calls at a instant. Yeah.
Few words from Manish, who's been the main pillar of this Annadana team from bringing the provisions to the end. Few words from Manish.
He's like, what should I speak now? You speak whatever is in your heart.
Sorry for that, guys. Yeah, ice cream, you scream, everybody screaming now for the ice cream. Sorry for that. And we'll try to arrange ice cream in upcoming event. Please come again. Definitely we are not going to make you prank. Please come again. We'll definitely provide you the ice creams and something new thing also. Thank you so much. Hope you all enjoy the food. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve you. Thank you so much. And main thing is not me, our complete team supported for the Annadana. So thank you so much for my team. And thank you so much for everyone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
One group photo, I request everyone to please.
Let's have a group picture with the Annadanam team. The core part of this entire event.
Let's cheer up for Annadana team, guys. Thank you, Annadana team.
And the next team is Pyramid team. So this team has arranged the entire venue in the pyramid, arranging the chairs, maintaining the crowd and maintaining silence. So they have done a lot of work. So the event starts at 5, right? They used to wake up at 4 and come here and take care of all the arrangements. Literally, let us give a huge clap for the entire pyramid team. I would like to call Vishwas Yadav, Maniteja, Vivek, Ajay, Heman, Dikshit, Shivashankar and Vikram. Please join us for a group photo. So I would like to ask Vishwas to give his words. He has back to back for so many events. He has been taking care of the